your beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who
the
you
pool
are.
house is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment. Welcome.
Whoa, what happened to my intro? Did someone go and edit it out?
I don't know.
What the hell? That's not cool. Who did that? RJ?
I don't know.
Who was that?
I'm back though. Hi everybody.
Oh, you sound wonderful.
Yeah, that's the magic of modern medicine, I guess. I'm at like a 75% operating power, but I'm better than I was before. So.
Wow, William, that's a great look at the Sci-Fi Center.
Thank you.
I can tell you have a. Oh, now everyone's loved the new intro. It's an old intro. I still got
the original intro.
I still got to add to the old. You know what? If people start giving me 100 likes on the video, I will shorten the intro. You hear that on the replay? We have hundreds and hundreds. I'm going to edit the shit out of that.
This is my opinion. This is my opinion. I think the intro should be longer, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think you just keep adding to it. It'd be great.
It'll be just like this weird
How are you
Tower
doing?
of Babylon.
William, how did you can we try doing this like we switch when someone's talking? I don't know.
What's up?
Is that weird?
No, I think it works. It lets you know who's speaking.
Yeah. William, you like Rings of Power?
For what it was, I thought it was good. I mean, like I said, I'm biased because I don't like the delivery of the way Tolkien tells stories and the way, just the way the story rolls out. So it's never going to be in my hot list. But as far as the production value,
it's not like Hot D. You really love that Hot D.
there's not a House of the Dragon. I can't embrace that Hot D. But no, it's listen, the way House of the Dragon delivers that type of fantasy for me is just the way I want to see it. And Lord of the Rings has just never hit that note for me. But judging the show based on what it was, like I said, you can see that they didn't skimp on production. It's a high quality show. That first episode, I finally got around to watching the second one. The first episode is a place setting, slow trotting episode, like a lot of first episodes are. The second one kind of picks up, but I don't see me watching it beyond there. Not because it's a bad show, it's just because it's not for me. And I can't, after all this time on the planet, make Tolkien for me when, and I was telling people last night, if this had been around in this format when I was a kid, that could have changed everything. Because if you're looking to jump into the Lord of the Rings world, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, this would be the best place to jump in. And then you could go forth from there. Everything else to me is like mud.
Mm-hmm. Well, I had some issues with it. I still got to rewatch it. I want to talk to Hans about it. I think having a stream with Hans and Rhea when Rhea gets back, like people that really into it, that like really know a lot about the characters. Because I don't know
about haters like me. Yeah.
No, I'm not. Did I say that?
No,
Brian?
no. I was just implying.
I mean, he is a hater, but I mean,
but sometimes things get better when people like that really know a lot.
I'm going to do an entire live stream like they talk in Lord of the Rings.
You know what that might be? You know what that might be appealing to different regions because it's doing really good. Maybe like in, did you ever watch some British shows? Sometimes they like talk lower, and they do that.
My grandmother used to watch like Downtown Abbey and a lot of those British shows.
Yeah, and that's not always. It's a different vibe than some American Hollywood productions. Sometimes that might have a wider appeal, different regions. You don't know.
Everything's done in hushed tones, my lord.
Because Amazon too is worldwide.
Dude, even Game of Thrones isn't that bad. Okay, like, nah.
Yeah, but Amazon is huge in other regions of the world.
Well, no,
especially
I get you.
Prime.
No,
so,
I'm sure it'll do fine. And it's just like I said, I'm kind of in the William camp. It's just like
they probably win. They're probably winning
me.
by default because I think Amazon Prime is in more countries than HBO Max.
No, I'm sure they've already gotten way more eyeballs in there than what HBO Max has gotten on there. But this is also that's.
I heard it was
Dragons
woke.
Also,
I heard it was pretty woke.
It's also airing on whatchamacallit too, right?
Well, it's also not accessible. You can't,
HBO
pretty
proper.
much your family can watch Lord of the Rings for the most part. I mean, there are some exceptional things on there.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
You're not taking your family to watch. Hell, the first episode of House of the Dragon, there's a beheading.
What?
Several beheadings. There's a
disemboweling.
Yeah, there's disembowelment, and then there's a corpse being burned. That's in the first 45 minutes. So
yeah.
There's a different audience for House of the Dragon than there is. They're not interchangeable. You know what I mean?
They're not comparable.
Yeah.
Well, look! Hey, smash the hell of a like button. We got 20 viewers already. They were expecting a long intro. You see, people didn't get here on time. They're like, "Oh, the intro is going to be forever." But look at this. At discussing film, Lord of the Rings: The Rings of Power is Amazon's biggest premiere of all time with 25 million viewers.
So they say.
Oh, you don't trust it? Fake news. The mainstream media. Who can trust them?
It's not that I don't trust it, but I have to agree with Tony. I mean, Amazon needed this to be a success. They couldn't afford for it not to be a success. I think they could have inflated the numbers a little bit. I still think it was a huge success, but they could have,
Well, if this is accurate,
just to make it even 25, they bumped up.
I mean, what was House of the Dragon was 10 million.
But see, that's measurable though because of the way HBO has been set up. Because you have both the streaming service and you have HBO proper as well.
The
so
television.
you already had. There are ways to measure HBO's, but that's why piracy doesn't matter. When they say so much, there's so much piracy when it comes to Game of Thrones. The Warner Brothers didn't care about that because of the numbers that they got. But when it comes to streaming numbers, everybody's for the most part outside of HBO is lying. I mean, in some cases they are too. They're going to say things are doing great if they spent a lot of money on it or somebody's job is on the line that made the decision. They're going to say it's great. And for $500 million, they're going to say Rings of Power is great. That's a very, I mean, it's pocket change, but it's still an obscene amount of money to put on a show when you, in comparison to even Game of Thrones. Yeah. Game of Thrones has one of the highest budgets of any cable show ever. And Rings of Power dwarfs it. So you're not going to hear a bad opinion from Amazon about it. We weren't happy with the numbers. No, they're going to say it shit gold bricks. From their point of view.
Rational Skeptic says Max Cavill can come on anytime, talk about whatever he wants. Rational,
build a computer.
Please stop teasing me. I want it to happen.
I might be getting an interview soon.
An interview for my channel?
Yeah,
our channels.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Cavill?
No.
And I actually, Brian, I just
Jamila.
What?
Oh yeah, RJ.
Yeah.
Don't be fronting. Don't be playing with my emotions here.
No, we reached out on Twitter.
Oh wow.
You get
Man, RJ's got some game. I actually thought of something interesting too behind the scenes talk about the teams and stuff Brian and RJ talk about later that might make things easier. But yes, Rational Skeptic, don't tease us. Bring us Henry Cavill. And then he also gave a super chat. I really appreciate that, Rational Skeptic.
Yeah.
Really appreciate the $5. Jeff Bezos is the world's second richest person. Amazon is $1 trillion company. This show is a drop in the bucket for them.
You say that. Jeff Bezos.
That's not the way that they were talking about it, though.
Yeah, and Jeff Bezos' mindset is not. He's like Sam Walton. Sam Walton was a multi-billionaire and drove around in the same truck that he had when he started Walmart, almost to the day he died. These guys that have big money, their minds are. It's not like me where it's like, dude, if I had $2,000 extra, I'm happy.
There's a reason they're rich.
Yeah, they don't look at it that way.
I heard his
big article.
I heard Jeff Bezos' son was like, "Don't F this up."
Well, the big article that came out was that the people at Amazon, they said if this show isn't a hit, then Amazon Prime is done for. We have no reason to keep it going.
Yeah,
If this
I saw
show
that
cannot
article.
be like,
I saw that.
no, that was our argument. They said if this show
only reason
fails to
we have
hit, and
Amazon
isn't the
Prime.
big. They said if this show is not the biggest show in the history of Amazon Prime, then what the hell are we doing with the streaming service?
And that's right. They're right about that. I mean,
Well,
it should.
what
be-
original
it should be
content
really done.
besides like a few shows do they have to offer?
Well, they Amazon has a
Boys?
lot actually. They have Jack Reacher. They got The Boys. They got what was it? Jack Ryan. They have a lot of stuff on there. I mean, so
The only reason I have Amazon Plus Prime is because of the shipping.
Yep.
And the what's the other part of it? Oh yeah, you can watch Paramount Plus through the app.
Mm-hmm.
So
Voltaire
For
Bezos
now-
just
for
wants
now
to
you
win.
can.
He wants to win streaming. He
Well, they
wants
better
to
get
beat
the app
Elon,
working
which is
for
why he
TV.
signed the contract with Rivian. He just wants to crush people. I heard. I mean, he says he's a big fan. I don't know. Why would you spend all that money unless you wanted just to crush people? I don't know. The Boys is Sony Television.
well,
They
Sony
do have a-
makes it, but it is on Amazon. So
it just get picked up by Netflix then, right?
Mm-hmm. Jack
Yeah,
Reacher's
that's-
doing good. Is that Jack Ryan show still doing good?
it's gonna have a fourth and final season. So
Fourth and final. I only watched the first one.
Never watched it. I caught a couple of the Bond movies on there, but
Mm-hmm.
Now that free shipping and a lot of it, like I said, there's a lot of complexity that goes on with Amazon. Like I get emails all the time saying, "Hey, keep our free shipping," because they don't want unions. So they're using that as a, hey, you know what, you like free shipping, you like same day, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm torn because I do like people earning a decent wage. So don't send me emails, man. Don't conflict me like that. But yeah, you get he sends them out.
Max RJ, apparently Embracer Group wants to make a Shadow of War TV series now that they own the rights, like that game.
Well, that's the interesting thing about all this is that Embracer Group, that video game company who owns THQ Nordic, they bought the rights to the works of J.R.R. Tolkien. They bought the rights to Lord of the
And
Rings.
you know
and
what?
Hobbit.
They've done good.
And they said they want to make TV shows and movies. So
And you know what? If they're the ones that have been behind THQ, they've done a good job after THQ went to shambles on its own. You remember
they did revive it. Yeah,
they've done some good stuff and reissued some games that were pretty good that didn't get the attention they. So if that's the same company behind it, they have a decent track record at least of revitalizing stuff. And Terminal List is doing well for Amazon. Okay, what do people think about the main topic for tonight?
are you implying that they're gender swapping Killmonger?
No. First
your
off,
thumbnail just doesn't make any sense.
Well,
Are you saying that Killmonger is a possibility for the Black Panther? Is that what that means?
Yeah, get ready for that. The Fantastic Four after CGH. I think we'll probably do 11:30.
Yeah.
Seeing how the
I
live
gotta
stream
set
goes.
that up.
Okay. Well, basically, I could have put Shuri there as the Black Panther because she is there, but then I was googling Black Panther cosplayers, and she is amazing. And then I also have an article about 10 amazing Black Panther cosplayers. But then there's an article on Geekosity. It says rumor right away. Is that progress? We'll see. I'll bring up the article.
Yeah, I have a bone
but
to pick with you, actually, Max.
Pick my bone in a second.
He said,
All
"Pick
right,
his bone."
but I think Shuri's going to be temporary, and then Secret Wars is either going to be a different version, or maybe Killmonger himself, because there's a rumor about
Killmonger's
Michael
a
B.
mass
Jordan.
Killmonger, there's a problem with ever having Killmonger as Black Panther, even though he's relatable into the movie and he's relatable as a character. It's not going to, there was a reason why it was such a good conflict in the movie when he took over, but he's done some awful things. He's not a hero.
Well, what if it's a different from a different multiverse or different verse?
If you're gonna go through that much work, just why don't you just pull a T'Challa from that multiverse? I mean, why don't you just
because you can have Michael B. Jordan.
Well, you could just
And
have
he's
Michael B.
amazing.
Jordan play
But
T'Challa.
you've already established him as
Yeah.
that character.
Right now, I disagree with what they're doing and complicating things.
I actually wanted Killmonger back in the day. I made a video. I probably made it too soon after Chadwick's death, but I'm like, I love Killmonger's arc. That I would love him to still be alive somehow and change and become the next Black Panther, even with his backstory.
Well, he was good for T'Challa because
Redemption.
T'Challa evolved towards him. Remember, they had closed off their society, and it was his encounters with him, and that led him to open up the society and start.
Well, what if Killmonger wasn't dead from the original Black Panther? I mean, we've had redemption arcs for Vader and Kylo and all that. Why not Killmonger?
Well, here's the thing, Max. You do realize what they're probably doing, right?
What?
T'Challa's gonna have a son.
Wow.
No,
Jesus.
I'm being serious.
Wow, you do look really clear. You do look really clear, William. You're so crisp. You look at, this is William upgraded. Yes.
No, I'm being serious though. There is a rumor, Watcher mentioned in the chat, but there is a rumor that he had a son in between the 5-year blip, so he's gonna have a kid that's like 7 years old, like 5.
Yeah, who's writing this? Is this WWE writers writing this stuff?
That's more like backup plan
Come
writing.
on, William. You didn't think the Wakanda?
No,
Forever
a son that would take over in like a decade, not now.
No, listen. Let's do the easy thing. Let's do the thing that only takes the one brain cell that apparently is being thought about. Why don't we just go get a new T'Challa? All right.
Well, they
stop
don't wanna
working
do that. They already made
around.
that choice.
Yeah, and that choice it's like a meatball just rolling around in shit. It gets bigger and bigger every time. It's a bigger mistake every time.
Again, but listen, I don't necessarily disagree with you, but you have to realize they made this choice probably a bit too early because they wanted to move on this movie in terms of production as fast as they could. They wanted to get a sequel up off the ground relatively
heaven
quickly.
forbid your audience, has to come to grips with somebody dying and being replaced. That never happens in the world.
No, I mean,
Marvel's
but let's wait and
recasted
see.
before, though. That's
wait.
the thing.
Let's wait and see. I mean, the trailer looked legit. We
No,
trust
I'm
in
not
the
gonna see that
talent.
movie. The movie looks great. I just
Yeah.
disagree with this course of action. That's all.
Yeah, let's.
If anyone's going to knock it out of the park, though, I trust Ryan.
Well,
Coogler.
look. Did Geekosity go legit, Brian? Look at this. They put rumor the
Wow.
first thing. I
Well,
think they just did it because it's a sensitive subject for Black Panther. They don't want to get people all worked up. Okay, so I want to read this. Rumor: Michael B. Jordan returns to Black Panther franchise. Spoiler warning, potentially, but it is a rumor. Michael B. Jordan will reportedly be back for 2 more secret MCU projects after Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Maybe it is just what if. You think?
What if? That's a possibility. Secret Wars, that's a possibility.
According to Giant Freaking Robot, and this is this is more progress, RJ and Brian, because before they just put according to sources and you click it to find out it's Giant Freaking Robot. But now they say Giant Freaking Robot. Michael B. Jordan shot scenes for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Granted, Killmonger died in the first movie, allegedly. I don't know if he's dead. However, I'm not convinced he's dead. However, Phase 4 successfully established the multiverse and variant timelines. In other words, anything can happen. Specifically, a character can have multiple versions. Moreover, different actors can portray the same character. The presence of the Talokan Society itself indicates a path for Killmonger, a.k.a. the Jadaka, to get back into the world. I'm sorry if I screwed that up. World of the living is shown in the Disney Plus series Moon Knight. The afterlife has many versions. Thus, it depends on the culture and the beliefs of one entering it. For example, the goddess Taweret, mentioning the Wakandans' mythical Green Valley, is one of such afterlife versions. Moon Knight was able to return from his afterlife. Na Jadaka may have entered the Talokan afterlife after they buried his remains in the ocean. That may explain why Namor has quite an interest in Wakanda, may even have a vindictive disposition if he knows about the place through Na Jadaka's point of view. If not his resurrection in the second movie, Killmonger still may show up as perhaps a recording of the past or flashback or a spirit in the afterlife, like a force ghost.
I have a question about this whole Namor thing.
Well, we will get to that, CJ. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So they teased Atlantis in Iron Man 2, and I think it's Endgame. But now they're saying that it's not Atlantis.
Well, you
don't
have to understand,
that.
like the
They
common
changed it.
No, the common and it's a very easy retcon. The common people would refer to that a
No,
lot.
it's not a
city in the
member
ocean
symbol,
as
Moose
Atlantis, right? They would refer to it as Atlantis, but obviously the actual name of the city would be Talakon. So the people there were called Talakon, but everyone else, it's like the myth of Atlantis, but you find out, we like the explorers that were called Atlantis, but it's actually called this. I mean, it's still Atlantis, basically. It's just a more
Okay,
efficient
that
name.
makes sense.
It's the same idea though. It's not different.
So it's still Atlantis in the
It's still
MCU.
Atlantis, just like not Atlantis. It's not going to be called Atlantis. Yeah.
Well, what do you think of this so far? I'm gonna finish. There will be possibility of encountering his variants. The Disney Plus animated series What If explored the idea of a variant. In other words, it's possible in live action. George's other MCU projects remain unknown, at least according to GFR, Giant Freaking Robot.
He always cites that.
With the announcements of Avengers Secret Wars, Marvel Studios has hundreds of characters they can include in future projects. Actors, including Michael B. Jordan, will be instrumental in adding the grand scale of the multiverse. However, knowing N. Jadaka's final choice, he either gets his way or he dies trying. Could this one version's fate be the same as for all variants? We remember his final words. Just bury me in the ocean with my ancestors that jumped from the ships. They knew death is better than bondage. Okay. Anyone? Any
Wait,
comments on this article?
Jumped from the ship.
I mean,
does that mean
he's
he
talking
has
about
ties?
the Atlantic slave trades when they knew the ultimate destination, what was in store for them. Most slaves a lot of slaves in transition jumped from the slave ship that they were on,
they would rather die and drown.
If you ever watch Roots or if you ever watch Amistad, you'll see a graphic.
Die free rather than live enslaved.
Yeah, I remember watching some of the Roots back in high school. My history teacher showed us the series Roots.
Yeah, Amistad is actually a better interpretation of it because it shows that exact thing happening. So yeah, it's a tough watch for obvious reasons.
Rational has a question for you, William. William, do you agree with Ike Perlmutter when he said RDJ shouldn't get a pay increase and that anyone can play Iron Man?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
We're talking
Robert Downey Jr. outside. If you take, he was the right person for the right version of the role at the right time, but the environment made him in that character. You know, because you got Doolittle and you got a bunch of other stuff that outside of that environment.
Well, we can't deny though that he became the biggest box office draw at the time, so he was worth the, especially in 2015.
At the time,
he was worth the money.
But at time moves on, and prior to that, I mean, like I said, there will be someone that plays these characters.
Oh no, absolutely, absolutely. I don't disagree with that. I'm saying, I think it was the right move at the time to keep him there because he wanted to recast Iron Man in the middle of the arc.
Yeah,
he's like, we're not paying this guy his money.
But for a pay raise after I think you've gotten most of your mileage out of that particular version of the character. He's kicking what 57, 58. You've gotten a lot out of him, and eventually it's going to get to the point where they are going to have to recast these characters and move on. So, are you going to financially give a pay raise to somebody you probably don't have much more story to tell with? So no, I mean, someone else can play that character. Not knocking his job. He has done great in that character, but it's like free agency. When you have somebody on your team that's won you rings in the past, do you pay them for the rings that they won, or are you paying for them for what they can do for you now and the roster spot they're going to take up in the future? And then in business, you go for the latter.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. By the way, I've heard something very interesting.
Okay.
There is a rumor going around, right? Because we're quickly approaching D23, and I'm doing coverage of that all next week. But
that's great.
There is a rumor that John Krasinski is joining the MCU, but he's not playing Mr. Fantastic.
I can already feel
he's
the
actually
hate.
going to play a completely different character.
I can already feel the hate coming from that fan.
Is it going to be someone connected?
I mean, I don't hate him. I'm not going to be upset.
No, not him. But so many people have fallen in love with him as
well, the rumor is that it's either going to be Krasinski or Penn Badgley as Reed Richards. That's like Penn Badgley is probably the one getting it. The rumors it's Daisy Edgar Jones is going to be Sue Storm.
Jason Segel is the Thing, and then some other kid is Human Torch.
I think Seth Rogen would do a better job.
No, why? Seth Rogen
I
would be
haven't,
a
He's got
I
that
haven't even heard
iconic
his
voice.
No, he'd be a horrible Ben Grimm.
I haven't even heard Seth Rogen.
I don't know if he'd be horrible.
It's hard to say
It's-
somebody would be horrible after the whole Heath Ledger thing. Remember we were talking the other day about how many people broke that jokes.
William. It's Seth Rogen. Every single time he's done voice work, he never does a different voice. It's the same voice every single time.
I did not know that.
You
But
know,
it-
I don't know, man.
He doesn't try when it comes to voice work. He doesn't try.
If the Thing does successfully come into the Fantastic Four, Hulk's got his work cut out for him. I think the Thing. I also who do you want to see the Thing interact with the most? I would love to see the
Human
Hulk.
Torch.
I want to see the Thing fight the Hulk.
Yeah,
The Human Torch. Like, I want that buddy, the whole thing that they.
well, they
always
antagonize
have.
each other a lot, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
it's
here's the thing,
practical
right?
jokes. A lot of practical jokes.
The thing is based off of Jack Kirby. Like that's like his self-insert character. He said, "If I'm any comic book character in my universe, I'm Ben Grimm," and he's like the most famous Jewish character in all of comics. So, preferably, you'd want to cast a.
Let's all give props to Michael Chiklis. The Thing, he was a grouchy thing. I loved his performance in the first Fantastic Four movie.
But
you know that
like
most
my
people do
uncle.
not know that the Thing is Jewish. They're not. They don't. There's no,
That's a shame because it's a major part of the character.
most people don't even know. Listen, I talk to people all the
Seth
time.
Rogen is.
They don't even know that the majority of the comic book creators that came from that era are Jewish. Stan Lee, I just had to tell somebody today because I have a picture of Stan
Well,
Lee.
it's literally Stanley Lieberman or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Because his brother goes by Lieberman. Jack Kirby, all the guys that created these
Who did
characters.
Superman?
Superman, both of those,
Siegel
Joe shoots
brothers,
all of those
yeah.
guys. So yeah, the fact that the Thing is not he's when you say famous as a Jewish character, I don't think the majority of people make that connection.
It's because the movies and the media have never properly done anything with it. But like, it's a big part of his character being Jewish. Like,
Not even in the comics. Not in the comics, depending on who's writing them. No.
well, no, it's not like a frequent thing, but it's like it's something that they could tackle if they wanted to.
Oh yeah, it's a dimension of his character that's underserved. But I don't think if they put a non-Jewish person in that role, that a lot of people are going to be in an uproar simply because they've never really.
No,
done
it
the
wouldn't
work
be.
to make
It
that
wouldn't
connection.
cause a massive uproar. I'm just saying it would be nice if they took that into consideration. That's all.
Like
There's
Now,
a
hold
great
on.
amount of
Should they
Jewish
though?
actors.
Because we're talking about an imaginary character being played by people whose job it is to play other.
Oh no,
things
no,
that
I
you-
agree. I'm just saying it would be nice lip service to the fans.
Yeah, listen,
Whoever-
Miss Marvel was
dangerous.
able to
Lip service is
tackle.
dangerous, man. Lip
But
service is
here's the
dangerous.
thing, though. There's like a large population of Jewish actors in Hollywood who are all very, very, very talented and could work with that character. Like,
If
it's not
they
like-
go for the best actor out of all of that, if they go for the best person, that they feel fits the role, to me that would be primary, other than the person that. Now it'd be different, obviously, if we're talking about casting Killmonger or Black Panther. Obviously, there's a certain characteristic that you need there, but beyond that characteristic, then we're going with the best actor that's available.
Whoever they cast as Thing has to have an iconic voice, because you're never going to see Ben Grimm. They already established they're not doing
CGI,
another origin story, so he's going to be CGI.
I don't get the Roger Corman rubber suit. Come on, man.
No, we're not doing the rubber.
Hey, we have 53 people watching. Could you smash that like button, especially you replay viewers? We have hundreds and hundreds of viewers on MME, but we can barely crack 100 likes. So I'm not shaming you, but it really helps the channel. It helps us grow. It helps this community get bigger.
But yeah,
so
I will
whoever they
say-
cast, that has to have that iconic voice.
I've always
Whoever.
said, honestly, if you want to cast like a great actor who can do great voice work as Ben Grimm, I would go with Lee Schreiber.
Or are they going to keep that person's voice? Or are they going to electronically alter it to,
Well, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't know what
Well,
they
here's
do.
There's a lot I don't know about this movie. It's
Here's
hard to
another
answer.
question from our member Rational Skeptic. William, RJ, Max. If Magneto is race swapped to MCU, will people complain it's anti-Semitism?
Yeah, that's actually been a
Yeah.
major controversy. People do not want to see Magneto or Charles Xavier race swapped, especially Magneto, because they think that he needs to remain Jewish because of the Holocaust
But
connection.
how would
that's
that
like-
Here's the
work?
thing, though.
Yeah.
Who are we answering in order, or go ahead and who's first? Because I got
I mean,
a
whoever, I
different
don't
spin on that. if they race swapped him as a character that he is now, yeah, that to me that would be foolish. But if they reimagined the character, because obviously Jews being persecuted in the Holocaust, but if they because what I heard is race swapping him as a black guy. Obviously, we have a history of persecution that could put that character's mindset in a different kind of genocide. Yeah, different same way.
See, the problem is that you can't, for the character, especially Magneto, you have to have him experience those issues firsthand instead of like his grandfather.
Or what if you just
we're experiencing things firsthand, Max. Trust me.
No. I mean like that to keep him Jewish. I'm saying.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
In the time period in the current.
Well, what I was going to say though is like honestly, like the easiest solution is to say, oh, the magnetism mutant ability made him age slower. So even though
in the comics, remember he got reduced to a child. That's how they added years onto him in a child. Remember with the whole Eric the Red storyline? He was a baby, and when they re-aged him, they didn't bring him back up to what his normal age would be. That's why if you look at the comics later on, he's a much younger Eric Lershner. He's a much younger Magneto.
That's where Michael Fassbender would.
I have an interesting question for you because CJH always likes to say this. They're going to reboot the MCU after Secret Wars. If they ever actually do an MCU reboot, what would be the main focus? I know what I would want right away.
Galactus
I would want
and
mine would be not to have the next version of the MCU be in current times. Do like a time period MCU. Go back to the Holocaust. Start the MCU there. Just like First Class, the X-Men was a time period X-Men film.
Spider-Man
build up the MCU back then. Those versions of character in a different time. That's what I would like to see. Is that possible? RJ, William, what do you think, Brian?
It depends on how they end the current storyline. See, unlike DC,
it all depends about Secret Wars.
They are building their current storyline with an eye on the future for that type of transition. So it all depends on how this one ends and what ends this timeline and what is the dominant, thing that ends this timeline and carries on to the next one. It's hard to say what they would do and where they will restart, the timeline. Could it be a contemporary timeline that just takes place now, or like you said, where it takes place at a fixed point in time, where mutants are created. The World War II is, the children of the atom, all kinds of things that they could do. It's hard to answer because Secret Wars seems like 5,000 years away, and with so much stuff in the middle. And plus, you have the Kang Dynasty. You have a lot of time travel stuff and mixing stuff that can happen. It all depends on what ends this current universe we're on now.
Yeah. If I was a betting man, I think that Secret Wars at the end of that film, you're going to see like a soft reboot and retooling of the MCU to where maybe like two different multiverses merge and converge and become one. Kind of like how in the comics, the Ultimate Universe merged with the 616, so Miles Morales and a couple of those characters could cross over, right? If I was a betting man, my prediction is going to be that the timeline of the MCU is going to be rewritten at the end of Secret Wars to where it'll basically introduce the mutants, explain that the mutants and the Fantastic Four have been here all this time. So you rewrite the timeline in the universe to where it's going to be more X-Men and mutant focused because they just got introduced into this world now.
I like that idea.
Probably Deadpool.
Yeah, well, because I think that the whole logical sense. The whole rush to push mutants into as soon as they can, I think is a bad idea. I like that.
Which I don't think they're doing. I think they're taking it very slowly. This is my prediction. I don't think you see X-Men in the MCU until either the Secret Wars film itself or the very end of the Secret Wars film. Yeah. I think Secret Wars is like your goodbye to like your Hugh Jackmans and like your original cast members, and then after that we get the X-Men going forward.
Which is how you should do it. And that's not a reboot. That's, to me, that's a transition. Because like I said, I've always
said... Well, it's a transition being the storyline, though. Like, you're using the multiverse as a reason to explain why you're transitioning to focus more on X-Men.
Correct, exactly. Which is why, like I said, I wish the word reboot would be like... I wish I could magically erase it from people's minds. Because the word reboot is just like... It's a poor man's...
So more of a reset.
Yeah. This is more of a transition because they're literally using their current storyline as a road to their new storyline. That's literally a transition. Rebooting is when you fuck things up so bad that you have to restart things. and which comic books have done to the point where they've cost themselves 36 to 40% of their audience. If you want to kill sales or anything to do with a comic book continuity, say reboot. You can just hear the change coming out of your pocket and hitting the ground and disappearing. You want to fuck up an industry and just have your sales, just go in half and just throw money away. Say reboot. Say you're going to reboot anything. Doesn't matter what comic it is, what strain it is. You add reboot to it, you might as well add that minus sign next to whatever money you thought you were going to make. And I don't care if it's paper medium, TV, movie, you say reboot, that you might as well just donate that money to homeless people because you're not going to get anything out of that money.
I think it would like recreate a new universe.
Dude.
The 616 verse isn't gonna survive forever. Like it's not gonna.
Yeah, I mean the biggest question that sorry, Max, I don't want to get into this story. I just want to say this real quick. The biggest question that they got to have when they introduce the mutants is, one, what do you do about Deadpool? How do you bring Deadpool over in the MCU naturally to where it makes sense and like doesn't feel like
he's Deadpool
weird? And second,
it's as simple as that.
And second, what X-Men lineup do you go with? Do you start with the original one from the 60s comic book, or do you go full-blown 90s with like Gambit, Kitty Pryde, Jubilee,
the original lineup? Because by not using the original, those characters that you just listed have a relevancy that's built on the backs of the original characters.
Well, everyone wants that 90s lineup, though, you know? Like, that's like the one we never got to see in the movies.
How many of those people are capable of writing a good story?
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, I don't know. Like, could you do, like, solo mutant product? I don't know. Like, I don't know how you would
You would go by the different generations of X-Men. So you had the giant size.
That's what I was thinking. Like, you do, like, could you do, like, 2 different X-Men teams?
Like first class,
Yeah, you do, like, two. What if you do, like, 2 X-Men teams? You do regular X-Men and, like, Uncanny X-Men. You do X-Force and, I don't know.
Well,
I think maybe what they would do is like kind of merge the 2 teams, like have some members from the 60s roster and the 90s roster all together.
See, here's the problem with that is it's using fan logic to try to build a foundation that has to be a lot more solid than a fan you usually put. You know, because like I said, the relevancy that those characters have, the whole entire mutant inclusion, what they've gone through, the persecution, everything like that was built. And by the time that the characters that you're talking about come about, that's not the same situation that is part of their evolution. You could do it, but it'd be like accepting a TV dinner instead of just a well-cooked steak.
Well, the other big question is, what do you do about Wolverine? Should Wolverine be on the X-Men from the
beginning? You do this
right here. Do like solo projects first, and then
I go solo with him and then merge him in when it's time, just like like you did with. By the time you see Wolverine, he's already an experienced agent. He's already almost 100 years old. He's already pretty much. You could tell stories about Wolverine alongside things, and then bring that world together because he's a unique character that has been around longer than all of that. So, and it will probably be more entertaining that way. But I would not. I like I said, I know the fans. The 90s is people can't let go of that, but as far as a strong foundation,
look at that.
Yeah, we cast CJH.
CJH Wolverine, we found it. That's
Let's
awesome.
do it.
CJH.
Let's do it.
Well, when did this happen?
I said I think
today. I photoshopped it.
That's a good cosplay. You should do it. He's Canadian. That's badass. Look.
No, that's cool.
Awesome.
Yo, he can play the role for many years.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the race swapping when it comes to Magneto, I do agree that Magneto is part of that particular character is Jewish, and that it should stay that way because that's a big part of his story. But if the question I was answering, if they ever did reimagine it, there is a way to do it. If you really wanted to tie that misery to some other line, you could. Should they do it? No, because that is as big a part of his DNA as his powers are. So I was just answering that in the chat there.
Do you introduce Wolverine through Weapon X first?
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, because the X-Men need time to grow into what they'll be before they even meet him, whereas his character can develop in ways alongside in a separate situation that the rest of them cannot.
So the other question would be, do you introduce it post Professor Hulk or the Edward Norton years, like the younger Hulk, Savage Hulk years.
It depends on how they tell that story or how they reimagine that story when they bring them in. If he's becoming Hulk all over again, it might be a different actor altogether, and it might be no choice but to be a young Hulk. Professor Hulk, just a mere mention of that character is nauseating, but that's such a
come on, he's not that bad.
I think that
you might as well bring back Joe Chill.
I think that Professor Hulk is all leading to Maestro.
Hey, listen, Maestro beat dope. They did
I
Maestro.
Not to interrupt, but when Thor: Love and Thunder gets to Disney Plus, I want to do another watch party
That's
I want
next Thursday.
Yeah, I want to watch. I want to watch it again because I enjoyed it, but I was let down.
Yeah,
I just want to.
favorite MCU movie.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, I want to watch it with my pal Brian if he's available.
Wait,
because
Brian was
I
on
want to
this
watch it.
train,
To,
wasn't he?
if you watch it with some friends, it might be funner too.
Any Thor movie that you
it's
watch with
fast-paced.
even,
It's fast paced.
You need a crowd for that movie.
Or we'll have to wait till everyone's available. Oh, what was I going to share?
Brian was on here, and I don't know what happened.
He's still on here. He's just Wolverine.
Oh,
that's Wolverine from the
He's
90s.
Probably left to go use the bathroom or something.
He's 90s Wolverine, and you're authentic Canadian Wolverine.
I'm just playing a video game. I got nothing to add.
Oh, what game are you playing?
Medal of Honor Airborne.
Ooh,
I love
good?
that
On
game.
Pass? Is it on
Dude,
Game
I
Pass?
played that game all
It's
the
on
time
Game
as a
Pass
kid.
for the PC.
Oh, it's PC. Dude, I played Medal of Honor Airborne all the freaking time on Xbox 360 as a kid. That game's great.
I saw a new Cyberpunk game on Xbox.
But it just sucks because
the
only way I can close the window is if I window out to where I can talk. So sorry.
Oh, okay. Sorry. All right. We don't want to interrupt them. But
Okay,
10 incredible Black Panther cosplays ready for battle. There's some really good cosplays here. This guy looks pretty cool too. Black Betty cosplays. She looks like the comic version of Shuri for real. Look at that one.
Yeah,
how the heck did he do that?
A lot of
he
time
hit
and
the
effort.
gym.
Huh?
He hit
No, the scars.
Oh.
Probably like a lot of time and effort.
Right?
It's probably
Practice.
just makeup.
That looks great.
He really look like M'Baku. Is that the character's name, M'Baku?
Yep, M'Baku.
M'Baku. And let's skip past her. Vibranium cosplay, that's my favorite.
Oh,
No, I was kidding. That's cool too.
That one is really cool though. The light effects.
Yeah. But I am okay with a female Black Panther for sure. I'm waiting to see.
Was that the whole point of showing us that article, Max? Just to say you're okay with the female Black Panther?
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be permanent. I mean, look what they did. Just for example, for what they did with Thor: Love and Thunder, I was actually disappointed about how little Mighty Thor took main.
I know it was
position
like
in
the
movie.
most non-woke.
Yeah, it's
MCU
like
film.
exact
Yeah,
opposite of what they claim. Like it's gonna
But yeah,
it's gonna be all
The
focused on
woman
Mighty
was barely
But yeah,
there,
if-
and then she, spoiler alert, she got
But Max, if you ask the Phantom Menace, they would say it's the wokest movie ever, when in reality it wasn't.
Wow, Kira S. I'm not even highlighting your comments. I've been ignoring you. Really?
Isaac, I'm still annoyed you think my city is fictional.
Yeah. Well, we do need more females. They're invited. None of them showed up.
Yeah, the women stay away
Bianca
from us
was
'cause we have cooties.
Bianca was here in the chat for a little bit and then left.
I mean, I don't blame them. We all kind of we're just a bunch of sweaty nerds.
The ladies are busy this weekend. They're all traveling and having a good time in the summer.
Saturday night.
because they actually have lives.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm getting depressed. Shut up, RJ.
Sad losers sitting here doing the same thing I do every fucking Saturday
I'm
night.
going to college.
Yeah.
CJ,
I'm a winner.
I think we need to cancel Isaac.
I think so too. Isaac's not allowed on the panel anymore. I've had too many tubby comments. That's what happened to all the ladies. Isaac just kept pointing at me saying Tubby, 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 and they're like, yeah, Max is, and then they don't show up anymore. Not that they're superficial like that. They're like,
it's because I wasn't wearing a shirt last night.
No, Brian. It's fine.
I don't ooze machismo. I'm sorry.
And Isaac wants to show proof. Isaac,
don't worry. William makes up for the lack of machismo.
Oh yeah, there you go. You're in good company.
And Isaac wants proof. I just posted pictures of like sightseeing in New York City on Staten Island on Instagram, Isaac. I know you follow me.
Jason Isaac.
How do you know they're not fake?
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Jeffrey Miller, thank you for showing up here. Free the nipples. They are. My nipples are free right now. It's hot in my house.
My nips were firmly underneath. That's what saggy man boobs do.
Watch Batman Forever and Batman and Robin if you want to see nipples.
I once closed the closet on my nipple.
Okay, what the hell?
I brought that up in conversation.
I was on vacation. We were on vacation. You know those folding closets? I was putting stuff away, and I just got out of the pool, and I closed it and went.
Oh wow!
They were horrible.
The moves
How are you that close? How are you? Never mind.
Why am I bringing it up?
No. How does that even happen?
I do have big nipples. I do.
Guys,
have
the hell do you get
guys,
the beans
this
about
is
the
actually
Franks?
important news.
No, this is pitting a picture in my head that I may need.
No,
to
this is actually I actually have breaking news.
Someone is gonna make a meme.
Is this real breaking news?
Yeah, break that news, buddy.
Is this Gigasi breaking news?
No, this is real breaking news. Hold on.
Breaking news!
I think we both pressed at the same.
Did you just talk over the clip?
Breaking news!
Breaking news.
I think we both pressed at the same time and it messed up.
It wasn't me this time.
TMI.
So this is the breaking news. Apparently, moose are migrating out of Nevada and into Idaho and Utah.
Come on, man.
It's the Canadians.
No, this is good. This is important news. Like, William, you might get like some moose coming to your store.
It's the Canadians.
Nope, I am in the city. We don't do the closest wild animals we have here or coyotes, and you have to be living on the edge of the town.
But look at the baby moose. Look at the baby moose right down there.
Okay.
It's so
Come on,
The
RJ.
way to get killed is getting too close to a moose. Trust me. You go to Alaska.
It's a moose. Come on, what are mooses gonna do?
Mooses are aggressive.
Master
Mooses will kill
Vigilante,
you.
you didn't leave a quote of the day today.
What does Brian think about the Artemis thing?
It sucks. Hopefully we can get it up in the air soon.
Oh, really? It's not working.
Yeah, what happened with Artemis?
It's still got a
getting
fuel
canceled.
leak.
Yeah.
They scrubbed it.
What? They scrubbed it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't launch that thing with the seals now. It'll blow up.
They gotta take it back to the assembly chamber.
I'll tell you what, that show For All Mankind is amazing. Maybe I'll just do a watch party for that.
After that, on HBO Max, you got to watch the old show From the Earth to the Moon.
Yes. Who here see For All Mankind?
I started watching it. I ran out of time to finish it.
Were you enjoying it though?
Yeah. That's probably one of the best things on Apple.
Yes.
It's probably one of the things it's besides baseball, it's the only thing I watch on Apple TV.
The members, everyone's forgetting about the members' mailbag. What the hell? What was going on? I'm trying to bring it up and there's not much here. All right. Let's bring up members' mailbag. Get your questions in quick. Everyone's all dried up.
Can I answer what Rational Skeptics asked?
I'm not a member anymore.
What's your opinion on Cabo and Affleck might stay in the DCU long term? Listen, I've said this over and over again. It doesn't matter what he signs outside. They are not giving up that money. If he plays somebody in Marvel, he's not gonna give up a DC role. His agent will quit before that happens, and he would be a fool if he didn't negotiate a way to do both for as long as he wants to. Especially at 39, you got about 12, 13, 14 years of looking like he does, depending on how much he keeps in shape. He's not going to turn down roles. He's not going to turn down money. Fans can say shit like that because it's not their millions. But agents and stars who this is their living, he's going to stay in the DCU as long as the roles are there and opportunity is there, regardless to what he plays anywhere else. So I don't think he's going anywhere.
You know what? Well,
Wait,
I
hold
want
on, though.
to
Hold on,
apologize for all
hold on.
the old comments in the community.
You can blame me now.
What
Go ahead, Arthur.
But I gotta say that cash register is old as shit, though. Holy
1926. It's 260 pounds.
It
What
still
if,
works.
what if Cavill was playing like a Doctor Doom or like some character that's so big it would literally eat up all the time he has left?
What is it? No, this is not. They don't have like a little hourglass and they flip over.
No, I'm saying like literally, like what if he plays a character
no
that's so
such thing as that
pivotal he
situation.
literally
Arjay.
cannot
There's
fit
no-
somewhere on the
what
schedule?
you're saying is non-existent. There's entire careers that are built on people whose job it is to make all of this fit together. There is no such thing as that situation that you just said. They will negotiate the schedules. They will negotiate the time and the money. They will make things happen. When there's money there to be taken, trust me, the people will take it. You're going to find a way. I'm not like Aesop's fable with a dog crossing the river, looked at his reflection and saw another dog with a steak and dropped it to pick up another one. No, I'm getting both steaks. There's people who make 6 figures a year whose job it is to make this happen. The only place it doesn't happen is the world of make-believe, which is us, because we look at our mundane days and think that, oh, there's not enough time to get this done. These people make millions to do this, and they have people under them that make millions to make that happen. So that does not exist, which that theory, it just doesn't exist. If they will make that happen, if the opportunities are there, he's going to take them. That's just business. That's just occupational, what you do.
Oh no, there's a new out of context. Holy
Already?
shit. Oh no.
no.
I did not say that for you to share. Oh my god. There's a new out of,
now we're gonna go look it up. I mean,
now there's a new out of context.
Cat's out of the bag.
Hold on.
Anthony Cheeseman, I had is not.
You missed some good stuff though, Isaac. Here's the out of context. Once closed closet on my.
Okay, what the hell?
I brought that up. In
I was on
today.
vacation. We were on vacation. You know those folding closets? I was
Jesus.
away and I just got out of the context doesn't help with that. I closed it and went.
Oh wow,
That hurt horrible.
The move
How
from
are you
Mike.
That was the out of context.
What time is the watch party, by the way?
11:30, something like
Okay.
that. Tentative. I actually have something. This is like the funniest shit I've seen on the twerking thing. This is a video we could watch. Let me share it. This is great. This isn't. I subbed to this dude after this. I saw this on Twitter. He's a YouTuber as well. This is great. Hold on. Did anyone see this clip?
Oh no, I never seen this before.
This is really funny. He does a good job.
He looks familiar.
He's got like 170K subs.
Yo, you good? Did you see that shit on She-Hulk? No, what you talking about? So they brought Megan Thee Stallion on the show. Oh shit, that's fine. I'm not done talking, bitch. Then they made her twerk. Yeah, I mean, isn't that what Megan Thee Stallion does? They made She-Hulk twerk too. Wait, She-Hulk was throwing it back? What the fuck is funny? Well, they gave you Marvel Nerd something to grab the lotion for. She-Hulk is sexy as fuck, especially when she's in a suit and tie, but I refuse to watch her twerk. Let me see what you're talking about. Look at this shit right here. What the fuck is that? Damn, she throwing that shit back. What the fuck is going on in this bitch? Oh, no, not the Megan knees. What the fuck is that? What? You have a boner? Oh no. What? No. Tony Stark was captured. Now look where we're at. I thought it was pretty funny and hot. I can't stand this shit. I don't like this shit. It's all shitty. Damn, it's moving like that in dress pants? So fucking disgrace. I ain't died for this. Well, let me ask you something. What? You don't like ass? What are you mad about? Get out! Get the fuck out!
No one else thought that was funny? Okay.
Yeah, I found it funny because that's literally the Twitter climate right now.
Stop it, Isaac. Mr. Beast can go F himself. He doesn't need any more subs.
What? Breaking news.
Wait,
What?
who's
Mr. Beast
Yes.
drama stream.
Mr.
Are we
Beast, I don't
calling
need
out
to,
Mr.
I don't
Beast?
need to help
Mr.
these
Beast?
people that are set for life. Go
We're-
screw
we're-
himself.
Mad Max is calling out Mr. Beast.
No, I don't care. I mean, does he do
1,000
charity or something?
views.
That's good.
1 million views right there.
He doesn't need any help. Isaac, I'm just getting mad at Isaac. Isaac could be promoting all of us, but he's promoting Mr. Beast. All right, let's get back to. I am jealous.
I
we all
am
deserve. William deserves to be Mr. Beast level. Why were
Hey,
you?
man, I'm happy with my little following that I have now.
Oh, I'm not. I think you
I
deserve
am
more. I think we all
curious.
deserve more.
Will-
I think we
will
need to
Mark-
get more than
Max wants
55.
more.
I think we need to get more than 55 likes on this goddamn video. Yeah. Give us
I
go
like the
go Mr.
stream.
Beast mode on that like button.
I
Go
like
Beast
the
mode
stream.
on it. Did you?
Yeah.
Did everyone on the panel like it?
Yeah, I always like the streams.
Oh, good. I appreciate that.
So I guess people want Max's
I don't even
long
know who
intro.
Filthy Frank is. I don't even know who that is. I don't know who Filthy Frank is.
Oh wait, you don't know who Filthy Frank is?
No, I don't. I'm hip.
Frank Lawler.
I don't know who Filthy Frank is.
Oh, and we can't share it here because it's too
Filthy?
too edgy. It's like the edgiest content.
Oh, really?
How come you're? Hey Max, how come your videos? I'm subscribed to you, but your videos don't pop up for me to like them.
I'm being shadow banned. That's why YouTube is a horrible part. No,
Whoa,
I don't know.
Isaac,
Hold
what
on,
are you
I
doing
found you, but
now?
I have to look you up. Everybody else's videos just pop up. Like when you go live, they just pop up for me.
Oh,
that
thanks. Well,
Yeah,
hit that
all right, well.
notification. Hit that bell.
Yeah, I have your bell rung. I have the bell rung.
Thanks for ringing my
Whoa,
bell. I
why is
appreciate
Isaac
it.
putting Geeks and Gamers in the chat?
Because Isaac, Isaac, can you help out the channel instead of trying to help out instead of kissing ass to Mr. Beast and Filthy Franks? We're doing the
Geeks and
members now.
Gamers?
Yeah, we have other topics too. No one even laughed at that video. I laughed my ass off.
I
on
liked
Twitter.
it. I liked
brought
the
that up
video.
in his dead silence. Wow,
I enjoyed the video.
I thought that was funny. I mean, the Stiffy comment was like, I don't laugh at that, but the rest of it was
this
pretty funny.
right here is Filthy Frank.
I don't want to see Filthy
But
Frank.
it's a clip. It's like
No, I'm not.
Don't do it.
No.
Don't do it. I don't want you to disappear.
What the hell?
What is this?
Clock. Time to stop.
Yeah, you take that advice.
Canadian internet.
Oh, wow, what the hell is this?
What did RJ come back to?
Just stuck
Boy,
loading.
watch party is going to be amazing later on in CJH.
Oh gosh. Wait. Wasn't it through CJH that we were able to watch Rings of Power? And that
Yeah.
didn't have any problems. So maybe
It's
Fantastic
because I have
Four-
15,000 tabs up.
Oh, what's on those tabs? Yeah,
StreamYard,
What's on those
StreamYard, and more.
Yeah, we do that for
StreamYard.
wrestling events.
I wasn't harassing Grace Randolph Voltaire.
You made a thumbnail with her being like subdued
Why
and
did she hate
gagged
Wade?
by tape.
Why does she hate white women? And just because she should be quiet. That's all.
Whoa.
Yeah, that Grace blocked me after that, William. I make
She
mistakes.
hasn't
on
unblocked you
YouTube.
yet?
No, she hasn't. She's
You
not going to.
You should
We're
make
done.
an alt account.
We're done.
I'll
Right.
reach out. I'll reach out.
No, yeah. Mailbag.
And then RJ will
You
be
think
blocked.
You think she saw the thumbnail of you putting duct tape on her
Well,
mouth? and that's why?
I know she
It's
did. 'cause
probably
I
the
tweeted it
thumbnail,
at her.
dude. The thumbnail
I
is too
tweeted
much.
it at her. I regret the masking. I regret the tape. Okay, that was a mistake.
It was too.
I didn't make
kinky.
that, William. I googled it and I'm like, this might be coming handy someday.
I regret the tape sounds like something that somebody's saying at a sentencing hearing to not get. the
I
death
regret taping her up.
It's
Whoa.
hearsay.
Don't clip that, Isaac. Don't clip that.
Yeah.
Wow. Great stream, Max.
Yeah.
So Blue Jay says, so I rewatched Morbius, and that's your first mistake. It's not a dumpster fire that people make it out to be. It's pretty solid in my mind. I just think people's reactions are a little exaggerated.
Yeah, a solid piece
But
of
there's
shit.
some good things I think deserve
Oh,
credit,
wait,
except
sorry,
for
I
the
didn't
except for I got to interrupt in Canadian, except for the post-credit scene. Obviously, WTF up with that? What's the post-credit scene? I don't remember.
It was
Where
all
you meet
Vulture.
Vulture in the middle of the desert.
Oh,
for no
yeah,
good reason.
It was horrible.
Yeah, everyone agrees the tape. Don't put tape on women in the thumbnails. Okay. No
You gotta watch
mustaches.
these procedural
and no
dramas to
tape.
know what to tape and what not to tape.
No mustaches and no tape. I live and learn. I should have took my nap before I made the video, but I made the video right before my nap.
Aaron World Order, you're a wrestling geek too?
He's a big wrestling geek.
He does his whole channel's about wrestling.
He has 2 channels.
How does this person exist and I don't?
Yeah, how come you guys aren't collabing?
Aaron's been around. Aaron's been around for a while.
Well, so you got to realize I'm new to this environment. So, hey, Aaron, hit me up, dude. We're in the same chat. Send me.
Now he's in here. Aaron,
is he in there?
Yeah, I decided to join.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Which one is Aaron? The one at the bottom, or okay?
Aaron, on here.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Hey, man. Dude, I got to get together with you. I have an unhealthy passion for professional wrestling. So, we're going to New Japan next week. They're out here for they're taping one of their shows. So I'm going to one of those for my birthday.
Oh, you're going to it? Cool.
Yeah, I'm getting my belt signed.
They're in the New Japan usually goes to the West Coast in the US.
Yeah, the strong NWEP guys. So it's going to be Bullet Club will be here. Jay White will be here.
Nice.
He should be here. So I'm going to be. I got front row seats too. So you'll see me on TV.
Yeah, I had like 18 subs. People today from just watching my stream. 18 subs I made today.
Why? Were you streaming about that Sesame Street that was a pay-per-view today, or what did you think of it? Maybe you thought it was.
It wasn't no Sesame Street.
I liked the pay-per-view. It was good. I just
what about the matches were great, but those endings to the matches were just
all the endings are fine.
The Woman Reigns ones
again, it's long-term storytelling. I know. They have a story.
But I didn't
Where's Rikishi? Have Rikishi come out next.
But the thing is, Drew McIntyre.
Oh, great.
The thing is, Drew McIntyre shouldn't have sing along with Tyson Fury.
Shut up,
I don't want that.
I thought that was going to happen. No. I thought Tyson Fury was going to knock him out, and then Fury was going to come in and use his money at the bank and pin him. I thought that was.
I mean, like
the anti-New Yorker and anti-Canadian is here, Isaac.
Okay, but can somebody prove if New York and Canada is real though?
Oh,
it's the same place, isn't
it? What? No.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
It's all green
Toronto is.
Toronto's a huge packed city, though.
Toronto is compared to New York from a Canadian standpoint.
Yeah, that's Canada's New York for the equivalent of Canada.
Well, good thing it's not real though.
I actually see Canada as New York and LA both because of the entertainment. LA is more of the Hollywood side, which Toronto has, but also the financial side, which New York has.
Yeah,
Canada isn't just
Vancouver's nice.
Yeah.
Toronto. There's no way that there's that many Tim Hortons.
I look at it like the budget New York, Toronto is. So if you don't have enough money to actually shoot in New York,
you go to Jersey. There's a place called Jersey when you can't afford to live in New York.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing none of them exist. So.
I'm pretty sure Texas does exist, Isaac.
Who says I'm from Texas?
But like I said earlier, William, it's all about the storyline, man.
We're not talking sports.
Yeah, I hope they clean this storyline up.
Is YouTube considered a sport?
Yes.
Yeah.
YouTube's a sport now.
So that means Max is finally playing a sport for once.
I played sports before.
I don't think
fantasy football doesn't count, Max.
What?
Wow. Hey, fantasy football does count. You shut your mouth, everybody.
Yeah, fantasy football. Yeah.
Without fantasy football or gambling, 90% of the NFL games are worthless.
Yes,
I'm not watching the Browns and the
I mean,
Ravens.
there are eating competitions, man.
You're not wrong, William.
Some of these games are awful.
Lex Luger is a Hall of Famer, permanent Hall of Fame.
Lex Luger? Which Hall of Fame?
We got to get back to the mailbag, everyone. These are our members.
But yes, the accolades.
What is
not in the WWF, he doesn't.
What are your anticipated films of 2023? Mine is The Flash.
I added a question.
Good. Any Marvel movie? I'm trying to think of what else is coming out in 2023. I'm gonna look at 2023.
Okay, Ant-Man,
the Barbie movie
3, Ant-Man 3, The Marvels, Guardians 3.
Isn't Dune? When did Dune 2 come out?
No, that's 2024.
I think that's next year.
23
what
or
about Barbie
24?
and Oppenheimer?
24.
I think it's
Oppenheimer is mine.
Oppenheimer, yeah. Even though it's a Christopher Nolan film, I'll go see.
But what about
Flash.
Barbie? You can't forget about Barbie.
Yeah, Mission Impossible.
Barbie.
Oh, Dune Part 2. Dune Part 2.
It's 2023, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Wait, Dune's coming out next year?
Yeah,
Untitled Star
Really?
Trek movie that's probably not going to make it. I wish
That
it
movie's
was.
that movie's probably could take 2025. That's
Ooh,
not-
John Wick Chapter 4.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Aquaman.
Marvel Blade. Barbie's can make the most money of any movie 2023. No, I'm just joking.
Does
guys.
Indiana Jones 5 come out at the end of 2023?
It's June 2020. It goes up against the Flash.
I'm
Give
looking
me
forward to
more money than
Indiana
the Flash.
Jones. Who's
What
who's
goes up
looking forward
against
to
the
Indiana
Flash?
Jones?
Indiana Jones.
Indiana
5.
Jones.
Indiana
5.
Jones, yeah.
I want to
Yeah,
rewatch the Indiana Jones Chronicles.
They're both going
No,
to
you
make
don't.
money at summertime. It'll be fine. Just like
All right.
Christmas.
But Indiana Jones 5 is woke, guys. Remember?
So,
they have
you
a
have
female
to
Indiana Jones this
refresh
time.
the page.
You know what? Yeah, guess what? Half the population of the
No.
world is.
I know.
Yeah, so female money is green money too. So hey,
I wish
you know,
I wish they have. I'd probably say there's more.
probably more. Yeah, at least, but at least 50%.
Degrassi says there's a distinct possibility Avatar 3 gets moved up.
Oh,
Well, that's why
darn.
Max doesn't invite women here because he's sexist.
Maybe if Avatar 2 doesn't make the records they want, they might just want to get it over with and move it to a series.
I can't
instead of
think of
doing
anything
4
I'm
or
looking
5.
less forward to than that.
Why?
Max
mean-
gets so angry over Avatar.
I just never cared that much about the first one.
Max, this should make you
Curioso.
happy. It's my
It's
most
gonna
anticipated movie
Av-
for the rest of the year.
Awesome.
Yeah, if
George.
you hate
Avatar
Max
2
gets
is
angry.
going to save the Earth.
No, you know what's
It's
going to
gonna-
save
It's
it's-
going
it?
to unite the world.
It's
You know what's
gonna
gonna unite the
it's gonna
world?
make
Who?
people finally
Blood and
care
honey.
about climate change.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh.
It's
Yeah,
gonna save,
True
it's
blood
gonna
and honey is
save
going
the
to
world.
save all of humanity.
It's going to create
Yeah.
world peace.
Avatar 2 has blue
We're
people
going to come
representation.
together. What the hell was that?
Come on, blue
Like
people
Blue Man
deserve
Group.
some representation.
yeah. What is that? Seriously.
Is that a dick?
Isaac,
do you look
that's
at?
you need a new William out of context.
That's creepy.
Clip that for William. Is that a dick?
Yeah. yeah, Isaac. I just saw what you popped up in the chat, man. in the
Rational. I
DM
don't
group.
think 4 and
What
5
happened?
are already filming.
Is
Three
three
is.
even the three
No,
even filmed?
three filmed, and they have a lot of like
They filmed 2 and
post-production
3
work.
back to back.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
They're gonna wait and see how
I
2
think-
does before they move forward with the
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah, and there's rumors that James Cameron might not direct 4 and
Remember,
5.
Whoa.
remember. That's what they said about that's what Wolverine said about Fantastic Beasts. They were planning to do a 4th, 5th movie, but they may not do that based on 3rd movie box office. So
Oh.
that's what Avatar does.
So Degrassi said that there was at least some shots for 4 and 5 about the Earth storyline.
Yeah, they probably filmed something for Avatar 4 and 5, but like not the whole movie.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Not
Post
the-
credit scene.
and that's probably easier to film than the Na'vi and the special effects because Earth,
It's
there's
Earth.
a lot of humans there.
What do you have
What?
against humans?
Get
huh?
out
A
of
lot
here.
of humans.
Wait, they
without
have
the-
they have
Without
our
the
species
That's
there?
pretty
without the
homophobic, man.
CG.
Humans on Earth? What?
Oh, come on.
No way.
Get the hell out of here.
I'm
Whoa.
saying when you go to Pandora, it's mostly aliens.
Whoa. What do you
But
mean?
we would be the aliens. But
No
humans,
way.
but
What do you
humans
mean
of
aliens?
Pandora
They
are
don't need as-
alians.
The humans don't need as much work.
But
I mean, there's
but the
there's
humans
Wait,
of
are you
Pandora are
saying
aliens.
aliens need to work more?
Aliens
Oh,
need more CG. Yes, they need
That's
more
Hey,
special
Max,
effects.
Max, but the humans that went to Pandora, they're the
That's
aliens.
racist.
I'm an alien.
It's a
I
movie about
sometimes
giant
believe
monkey
that,
people.
CJH. I really do.
Yeah, we think. Yeah, we know you're aliens, CJH. We know.
All right, so here's the next
plenty
mailbag
fun.
question. I have a question. That's what this is for, CJH. You're in the right place. Someone once told me the world is going to roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. Oh no. Brian, do you want to answer this one? You're just
no,
trying to get me to sing. You're just gonna. I ain't the sharpest
Sing.
tool in the
I'm
Come
really
on,
shed.
sing,
like-
Tubby.
That song sucks.
Isaac, you're about to get kicked off the team.
Do it, no balls.
He says you have no testiculars. You lack the testicular.
There he
fortitude.
goes.
Enough with the
Plastic
tub.
of you.
Enough with the tubby talk. The ladies, all the ladies that show
There
up in
is
the
a
chat,
question at the end.
Well,
not-
maybe if
do
we
not
weren't
come
Tubby, there would
here
be more
to
ladies here.
hear the main talent of MME be mocked.
The main talent, I think
I'm
RJ's
just-
better.
Fine. I won't call you Tubby anymore. I'll call you Fatty.
No, that's not any better. I think I
Well,
like
you said I
Tubby
couldn't say
better.
Tubby. You didn't say I couldn't
No.
make cat jokes.
Come on, I thought you were a progressive dude.
Yeah, I'm progressive. I'm progressive on making fun
Isaac's-
of everyone equally.
Isaac's fake progressive.
You're starting to
Yo,
make me feel
no,
bad.
There was a question.
I'm
he's
like
a New
this
York
close.
phobe.
I'm like this close to actually exercising because of Isaac.
Yeah, that's pretty progressive, right? I mean,
I'm actually thinking of getting a punching
Max,
bag
once
and
you get
put
one of those-
Multiverse of Movies logo there.
Once you get one of those machines where you stream and use one of those small treadmills, something like that, where you stream.
I could. You know what? I'm gonna put StreamYard on my phone, and then next time I'm gonna do the. All right, Isaac. Just for you, I'm gonna finally figure out my passwords for StreamYard, and I'm gonna do the elliptical for the last 30 minutes of
Elliptical. Really?
of movie madness, and then you'll hear me losing my breath. Like,
and
thanks
next
for
year, Max
watching.
is gonna be
I got an
like
idea.
six-pack ripped
Max,
and he's gonna
just
beat the shit out of me.
Max, don't die on us, please.
Well, just
I'm gonna-
Well, if
Talk
you go on
like you're
stream, it'll
talking
get
about
you views.
Jeremy, and you'll get out of breath, dude. Don't worry about it. You're fine.
Oh, yeah.
I
You
got
have
an
to
idea.
do
Max should
elliptical.
have a boxing match with Doomcock for charity, and he can show how fit he is.
You could do the MMA match.
Well,
Hey,
Max,
I
to
love
be
the
fair,
master,
I'm
man.
not fat shaming you. I'm just saying tubby. I didn't say it's a bad thing to be tubby.
He's like, I'm just pointing out a fact.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, we're losing viewers. We're losing viewers. Somebody once told me the world is gonna rule me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
You know, I
She's
just
looking
noticed
kind of
Jade
dumb
hasn't
with
been
her
in the
finger
chat.
and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Isaac with the shape of the L on his forehead. So my question is,
Okay, Toby.
would you like another Shrek movie?
They
I'd
already
be
are
up for it.
making the Shrek
But
movie.
they are.
It's going to be made by
I did
Illumination,
an
though, I
amazing
think, and Universal.
Smash Mouth there. Oh, look, thanks, Ibrahim. Yeah. Now Jade doesn't want to come back. You see? Someone else pointed out.
Isaac, you scared off all the ladies.
I think the tubbiness is what scares the ladies.
Oh, come on! You said Aaron. You set him up for that. Bad Aaron.
I don't know why. Every time I hear him say tubby, I think of this thing that people at work are obsessed with called Tubby Nugget.
Oh,
what the hell is that?
Aaron, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I heard.
You see, this is why this is
Nugget?
proof of New York not being real.
What? Oh my goodness, you are an anti-New York phobe.
Yeah, and
I didn't
Is
say
it
New
most
York
of
is bad, I
America?
just said it doesn't exist.
Is it most America anti-New York?
Yo.
Anyone see that local LA local access show where the host took calls while walking on a treadmill, painting a picture while making this movie?
Didn't
No.
Capia used to do this? Didn't he used to like do
Oh,
live
yeah.
chat and
Yeah,
while
he would-
exercising?
Yeah, he would just walk around his neighborhood, and I'm actually surprised he didn't accidentally dox himself while doing that. But he would like do that and then do a movie topic or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Hello.
Well, he always says he's on the air, and he tells you just how.
Oh,
far away
now
from
thanks
you
to
he
Grossi.
Tubby Nugget.
My mother does not call me Tubby Nugget.
Isaac, I'm puking. Even Degrassi gets on this. Oh my god.
Tubby
Oh,
Nugget?
screw you all!
How's
Screw
my
you
little
all!
Tubby Nugget?
I'm actually looking at the Tubby Nugget now. It is
I'm
kind
actually
of.
like legit fat person on the fucking panel. You think I'd be a little more offended?
No, I'm. Listen, Brian. You know,
I'm gonna buy that.
Hey, I'm a
Send it
fellow
back.
two-chiner myself.
look at this Tubby Nugget. What is this?
It looks kind of cute.
It's $30 for this shit.
That's
Mr.
great.
Peanut with
That's
no legs.
that's Max right there.
It's kind of cute. Don't you think? I think
Max's
it's cute.
face reveal.
Oh my god. Oh my god, there's even a Instagram
That's as bad
post
as Pet Rock.
The Instagram post has 790,000 subscribers.
Hey Max, why don't you show the names on the screen? It would make it a lot easier for people to like identify us.
Yeah, Tubby.
Right?
Hey, enough! It's overboard, Isaac. Get a new
No,
joke.
no, listen.
Get a new joke. Come on.
Listen, I'm just showing this because people at my job are obsessed with this, and every time I keep hearing Isaac say Tubby, I'm thinking of Tubby
Oh,
Nugget.
you changed my name.
I didn't change shit.
Oh, I totally fell for that, you bastard, RJ.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me either.
Why
I don't
don't
know
you
who-
display the names? Did you see that? Did you see that bullshit?
Is this,
No,
is this,
no
is this,
names.
is this MME movie
Actually,
madness?
this is why I swapped the names before, because I don't know, remember, was it Eddie?
Oh my god.
Oh no. It is you, Isaac.
That ain't me.
No, that's Eddie. That's Eddie for sure.
Is this the roast of Max? all
Where
of a
is
sudden?
Eddie? Eddie, if that's you, get your ass on here.
Is this
How
a
many
Max
animals do
roast?
you need?
Who's Eddie?
Aren't they all?
Eddie Diaz.
Huh?
Remember Eddie? William, do you
No.
remember Eddie?
Yeah,
No.
the big hair. Yeah.
Yeah,
He doesn't have big hair anymore.
but yeah,
All right,
Yeah, he got his haircut.
yeah, he doesn't have an
I
outfit
haven't
anymore.
seen him in quite a while. I know he was leaving YouTube or social media for a while, and that's the last.
No,
I heard
he makes like
He's
3
back?
videos a day.
Oh, okay.
He just doesn't stream anymore.
Well, let's get his
Max
ass
I know
on
he would
here.
make troll videos, and before I knew about him and what he was doing, I would read. I would watch the stuff. I'm like, "Well, this guy's off his rocker." Then I realized that
Oh yeah,
that's what he
That
does.
is.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh, he is off his
yeah,
rocker.
that's Eddie. That's Eddie. He
yeah,
Eddie's
kinda
good.
trolls.
Eddie is off his rocker. Eddie, get on here. We need Eddie on a live stream.
Why?
I miss him. Don't you miss him?
Yo, I miss Eddie too.
I mean, do you miss like a headache?
What the hell, Isaac?
Oh,
Do you miss like a pain in the ass?
Oh
No,
yeah, I
I'm kidding.
forgot.
no, I don't
Kidding.
because Isaac's here.
No.
Are you trying to say all Latinos are the same?
No, you're
Yes,
Because they are,
That is
really.
exactly
No.
what I'm saying.
No, not all Latinos, Latinxes are.
He said
I just
Don't
said
ever-
it.
Oh God.
Our headache, just you.
Oh
They look the
man.
same.
Please never say
Shots
Latinx
fired.
again. That word is disgusting.
It
I,
is.
Yeah.
I use it.
But it's in.
Hey,
It's
George,
not
George!
proper.
Yeah, of course, white people use it.
Well,
But
Max,
Latinos actually
Max,
don't use
you do have
it.
to understand that word is not proper.
Oh my God! What the hell?
That's the tubby tuggy thing.
I'm being progressive.
I,
Deal with it.
I gotta do
Get
this.
with the
like.
times, everyone.
Latinx isn't progressive though.
I don't know. I don't. Whatever. I just said it. I don't say that all the
It's
time.
okay,
I said that
Whitey.
to get. I said that to get a reaction. You could call me that. I don't. I'm fine with that. All right.
Yeah.
Back to the member. You're derailing the members' mailbag.
You got to change your name out there, man, in the bottom.
You're the one that let me on the screen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
leave it on there. It's great.
Ibrahim Khan, do you think that Top Gun Maverick could get in the 10th spot at the Oscars? Not that it should win everything everywhere all at once. We should win Best Picture. Everything all at once should win Best Picture. Do you
about
think it's going to get
Morbius?
nominated? Do you think
Depends
it
on what other
nominated?
movies are released before
Yeah.
before the year is gone on. A lot of these movies get backloaded to November and December so that they can have closer consideration to the Oscars. Very rarely do you see a movie that's released earlier in the year like that. I think Silence of the Lambs was one of the handful that got released in January or February and then ended up winning Best Movie.
Yeah.
They usually front load the majority of the ones that they're going to consider to the latter part of the year for that exact reason.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the final quarter of 2022 brings in terms of movies.
Mhm. Where's Hans?
Hey, Hans.
Having a life.
Hans, yeah.
Talking to
Hans
female.
doesn't have a life.
Hans,
Get on
he's
here,
going
Hans.
out. He's going after people criticizing the wokeness of Lord of the Rings.
He's been defending Lord of the Rings on Twitter for a month. No, I'm just kidding, Hans.
No,
Get
I
on
saw a
here.
horrendous article about the diversity in Lord of the Rings betrays Tolkien's writings or something like that. I almost clicked on it, but I'm like, wow, dude.
That looks like Mr. Hanky. I don't like it.
It's a fantasy
like
TV show about make believe, magical, mythical beings.
Where they
and our-
whisper talk.
Yeah, it's opened up like a lot of conversation about race and stuff.
Dragons
heck?
aren't real either, you know.
Oh, man.
They're not.
The fuck? Oh, dude, don't ever say that again.
Max, this is you now. This is like
I that's
have a
accurate.
Hungarian horn
It's Max's
blower.
burner.
That's what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get swole. Blue Jay says the next box office game 7 rounds. Get ready for Sunday. Y'all are not ready. I love that box office game.
Y'all.
Y'all.
But
Yeah.
oh, I thought you were talking about NFL football next Sunday.
So first it's brah, and then it's y'all.
My dude, come on, bruh.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Makes
Yeah,
you
don't
think
be
of Matt
texting
Riddle,
Texans.
All right. No more non-Kino on the show.
Oh, what in the world? What the hell?
He's rubbing off on Max. It's not working.
What
It's not
happened?
working for me, dude.
My
That's
dude.
long question.
Not
Oh my
not
God.
Californian enough, man.
No.
Can't pull that
All
off.
right, here's
As
some
a Californian, I
Cowabunga.
say improper representation.
Here's Senior Nerd. A year ago
Oh,
today.
I disagree with this whole question. This whole thing.
Well, God damn it, Aaron! You always do this. I just started it.
I read it.
Wow, Max,
I
you're
read
about to
the
give a
article.
Canadian's opinion.
I'm gonna
Aaron,
ruin the article for everybody else. I'm Aaron.
Aaron,
I think it's a joke, though.
Aaron likes to interrupt right when I'm like, the movie talk. You got to set
That's
it up.
nothing
You got to
against
set
you,
up a
but I think
topic,
it's-
and then there's like, nah, this sucks. Although
It's
you're not
a
the only
really
one,
long-
Aaron. Justin Proper was like that. Like I was doing.
I'm sorry.
I was doing articles, and he's like, "This sucks." Next, I was like,
Go ahead.
"Really? Nothing to say. This sucks." Next.
But this is a funny joke, though.
Okay.
Well, here's
What if we interrupt in between
Go ahead.
reading it?
No, don't interrupt. Now we're losing viewers. Come on.
Oh, we got one. We got a new viewer. got
A
Michelle
year
here.
ago today, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, box office flops in recent movie history came out in theaters. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Wow, what an incredible flop. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings not only ruined the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it freaking killed the entire thing. The movie was a career killer for Lee.
Wait for it, George.
Liu and director Destin Daniel Cretton. After the movie came out, we never heard from him again. Sad. But the failure of Shang-Chi proves, without a shred of doubt, that the Phantom Menace are always right. They have their fingers on the pulse of entertainment better than anyone else in the entire goddamn world. Hell, Jeremy. Hell, Gary. Hell, Ryan. Hell, the bald, fit, fat
Heel
British
versus
guy.
Babyface. That's the guy.
Our knee bends to you all, our saviors. I would vote for them as our president. Nay, rulers of the planet Earth, surely solely on them for being correct on Shang-Chi and the Legend of the
This is
Ten Rings.
hilarious.
Amen.
Senior Nerd. Facts.
That is
Amazing.
the greatest single thing I've ever read.
Thank you, Senior Nerd. All right.
Oh my God! What are you up? What are you doing, Isaac? What are you,
happened?
silly sweetie?
What the?
Cry.
Oh, okay. Wow, Michelle, Lamar's class. Okay.
I stand with Tubby Nugget.
Well, there's no Tubby Nugget here, so
Yo, I'm the Tubby Nugget now. See, I changed. I gave
Wait,
Tubby
who's
Nugget
Tubby?
the Batman logo.
all right.
Okay,
well,
so
Hope you had a good time at the Lamaze class, Michelle. I have no clue what Lamaze is, though.
It's
how you
pregnancy
got here.
preparation. I don't think we're having a good
You're
time at a
pregnant. It's when
pregnancy
you're
preparation
pregnant.
class, dude.
it's
Oh.
pregnant.
breathing.
don't
Yeah.
worry, RJ. You don't have to worry about that unless you get something pregnant.
Well, I don't know if Saggy was here.
Thank you, Han.
Dang.
You take care of that all by yourself.
All right. Well, here's I'm
No, I was
trying to
talking
think-
about her getting you pregnant.
Oh, actually, what?
No, I'm
What the
I'm
hell?
kidding. but-
Whoa.
Hey, I'm pregnant too.
Maggie would actually say, "Okay, try that.
You probably would.
See what happens."
It's 2022, man. You know,
Wait,
you could be a
These are
birthing
progressive
person.
times.
Hey, Schwarzenegger. If it happened to Schwarzenegger,
Well, this is
why
a good.
not?
This is a good. This is a good segue, Michelle. We have some advice for you on the baby, of what not to do with the names.
Tommy Nugget. Don't name it Tommy Nugget.
No, well, not that. Well, yeah. Never name your baby Tubby
Name him
Nugget.
Thanos.
You name
I
it
love
Thanos.
Tommy Nugget.
Thanos.
I mean, unless you
but
want your
it
kid to
says-
get made fun
Come
of.
on.
Tons of U.S. babies are now getting named after Marvel and Star Wars.
Yeah,
villains.
apparently, like a bunch of people are naming their babies Thanos now.
I'm gonna name my
What?
child Thanos.
Okay, just stop, people. Just stop.
Yeah, my
They're
kid's
naming
name's
their
Thanos.
babies Thanos, like Kylo,
Oh God.
and Solo.
God, in,
Can I
in like
name
20
mine
years,
Darkseid?
people are gonna be like,
William,
"Oh, why'd your parents name you that?"
what do you think?
Really into
Do
Marvel.
you have
That's
a
the
kid?
most popular name choice, though. If you see,
If you ever had a kid out
No.
there, would you name them? If you decide to have a new kid, I don't know if you've had one
No,
before or not.
I'm signing a prenup so that whoever I have the kid with, there are certain names that are going to be banned on that list. That
so
we
you
don't
wouldn't
even
name
pick
your
up.
child Thanos.
I would divorce my
I'll-
wife.
I'm gonna name my. Should I name my daughter Nebula?
I'm going to have a contract and she's signing it.
Well, Michelle, I'm sorry to hear that. We don't, hopefully, things will work out, and she'll realize a grandchild is a beautiful thing. So I don't know. I'm not sure what to say on that one, but I do know that Thanos is not a good name for the kid.
It's a beautiful name.
We'll scroll down. Let's see the names. There's other names too. I want to see the full name list.
Kylo. Kylo's kind of cool, actually.
Go down. Keep going.
Based on a study from organic baby formula.
Oh, there you go. What's the most popular name? That's one at the top.
Oh, Quill. That's kind of
wow.
cool.
People are naming their kids Peter Quill now.
Why?
What? Get out of here.
Peter's a normal ass name.
Christoph. That's
Christoph.
Ray.
Ray.
Aladdin.
Ray's normal, at least. Raymond's normal.
Merida.
Christoph is normal in some
Merida,
cultures.
Merida and Bell. Those are cool. Simba. I don't. That sounds like an animal.
Olaf.
Olaf is a German name, so
Yeah.
Thanos.
Timon.
Nala.
Kylo. Anakin.
I would just.
I don't know, Michelle. Do any of these names sound cool? There's some of them that I would think consider.
There's gonna be a lot of children just.
Moana.
Name your kid Gustavo Fring.
Wanda. That's a cool name.
Well, Wanda's normal.
Leia.
Leia's normal.
Tiana.
Leia's biblical.
Elsa. Cinderella. Naveen.
Esmeralda.
Sebastian.
Loki. Some people are naming their kids Loki.
I think that's cool.
Well, a lot of Norwegian people have their kids. Loki's a normal name. It's not just a name. of the
Congratulations,
god.
Michelle. Yeah.
If I ever
how
come
do
across a
how
kid
do we
named
choose
Thor,
what
I'm
is a
laughing at
normal
him.
name?
If you ever come across a kid named what?
Thor.
Oh,
Don't ever name your kid Thor. Just please.
Well, it depends on what part of the world you live in.
What
Like I
about
said,
Finger?
Cat or a dog, I guess.
There are
you know?
Thors.
What about
There are
Finger?
Well, we're not
Odins, there
in
are
Norway,
Thors.
dude.
Yeah, but a lot of
We're
these names
America.
originate
I
from
want
Europe.
American names, okay?
Oh,
I
that's
wanna know
true.
my name is
Johnny Gargano
Pretty
named his
much
first son Quill.
Yeah.
Quill Gargano. Oh Lord.
I know.
I like the name
Quill's really
Ray.
popular.
I think the girl names are better. Ray,
I mean, if you have a male,
Merida.
you can name your son Ray, right? Which is Ray, right? Like Ray's
You
normal.
gotta understand, this is the kid's gonna have to live his entire life with this name unless he legally gets a change or goes by an alias.
What if he likes it though?
Yeah,
He likes
it.
I could see a lot of TV shows and reality shows springing up when these kids turn 18. How much they hate it.
Well, how do you think the
How about
daughters?
this?
Right, how do you
Morgan.
think-
Ooh, cool name.
How about a reality show in the works?
Michelle? Morgan
how-
Atreus O'Rourke
Morgan
Johansson.
Okay. At least
I like
okay.
Morgan Atreus. Yeah, I like your last name too. I'm just saying, Morgan Atreus.
Is that what, Johan? That's
It's great, Michelle.
some.
I like the name Morgan.
European,
Morgan
like,
Freeman.
This Scarlett Johansson has like a similar last name, right?
Well, what about
Rose Sharon.
Heisenberg.
what about the kids? Remember the daughters that were named Daenerys after Game of Thrones? They're like growing up right now. They're named Dany or Daenerys.
I like that. I
Who
like
the heck
that.
is scratching themselves?
Well, do you think that those kids like appreciate they got named or like a
You,
mass
Isaac.
They got
murderer?
named after a trend, basically.
Yeah.
What'd you get named after? Oh, a trend.
What is this, Isaac?
That's Hector Salamanca.
Hector.
He used to be the biggest drug lord in Albuquerque.
Oh, I put
Albert,
Not
the,
good for Tubby Nugget.
I put the watch party link in the private chat.
All right, cool. I think 11:30.
What about the name Heisenberg?
That's Jewish.
Well,
I would name my kid
What time
Heisenberg.
is
No,
it right
no,
now?
I'd like
on your
no.
end?
It's about like
I'm Jewish. You don't name someone your
37
last name. You
37
don't say
minutes.
someone's first name Eisenberg. That's
Yeah,
37
but like
minutes
that's
now.
the biggest badass in
BKH.
Albuquerque.
That's a nuclear physicist though. He was that before he was the
Blue Jay $1.99. Thank you.
I don't
Blue Jay.
understand English. But
I
I don't know what
appreciate.
happened.
I appreciate it, Blue Jay. We got to get Mario. Were you playing Mario Kart the other day, RJ?
Huh?
Were you playing Mario Kart?
I mean, I'm playing Mario Kart right now.
No, you
Mario
were playing
Kart.
it the other day.
Oh yeah. I played it a
That's
couple days ago. Yeah.
Degrassi. I know you're like me. That's not usually a tradition.
We
in
got
our
to get a
religion.
Mario Kart together. Maybe we could do that tomorrow night too. I don't know. We'll see.
Probably not tomorrow night because tomorrow night's a big wrestling night, so I'm gonna be busy.
It's a freaking huge wrestling night.
Well, you know
Naked
what?
wrestle?
You do watch watch party?
Aaron does.
I can't
bet
show it on stream.
You can't
obviously.
show it.
yeah. I did it in a private.
Oh, what the hell was that? All right, Blue Jay $1.99. I'm gonna name my kid Cuzco.
Cusco.
I'm gonna name my kid Finger.
What's that from?
That's from
Emperor's New
Groove.
Groove.
What the hell? You don't know?
Oh, I don't remember.
Okay,
Didn't
Boomer.
Nicolas Cage name his child Kal-El.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's
That's
actually
cool.
That's actually.
But you can shorten it for Cal. So like you can
Yeah.
go as Cal, and that's a normal
Or
name.
just L.
I've got a mess of nieces and nephews.
If you think about it, it's kind of
Firefly Serenity Cares.
Kalel
Not my circus.
Kalel actually comes from like Hebrew, the Yiddish, so it's okay in my books.
Who liked Prey?
I did.
William, did you watch Prey?
did.
Yes, I did.
Did you have it at the Sci-Fi Center?
I had a small watch party here.
Did they like it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well,
Are they getting a sequel?
I think they'll get a sequel. I don't know where they're going to go with it. If they're going to go directly after her, or is there going to be an intro?
They should go another era in human history.
What's next after Prey?
Well, you have
Predator
300 years in between then and the very first Predator that you see with Arnold Schwarzenegger. So you have 3 centuries to work with, or
or even before this. Maybe they
you can go before that. I mean,
The
I think that was
possibility
their very first one. So.
for future films seem limitless, so we decided to compile some of them together for a list we're calling Predator franchise. What's next after Prey? Earth Future. Let me see. Predator versus Samurais and Ninjas. I hear that.
I want Predators versus Ninjas. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Sounds more like a video game than it does.
It does.
I don't care though. It'd be awesome. That'd be
Predator Planet.
Did they have that already?
Yeah, I did that with Predators.
Yeah, but to go back to that idea, maybe.
Dutch rematch.
Do we want to see old Arnold fight another Predator?
You'd have to CGI him into a much younger thing.
Die Hard on a Predator ship. Wouldn't it be
Die Hard?
That's Predator already. That's Predator.
Yeah.
Well, no, they're basically saying a follow up to Predators, where it's about Adrian Brody and the other girl trying to get back to Earth.
Alien versus Predator 3.
No,
Rec Room was horrible.
No.
Adaptations through there's been many comics, novels.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so you're saying we can get the Predator versus Archie?
Cowboys and Predators.
They're talking about the like the Dark Horse stuff from the 90s.
No, they actually mentioned the Archie crossover.
I want to go back and watch the second Predator.
With Danny Glover?
Yeah, I haven't watched that in a while.
Actually, a pretty good movie. Morton
I
Downey's in it.
didn't love it at
Gary
the time, but
Busey.
I haven't. What's the one I haven't really watched?
It's an underrated movie. It's very good.
Yeah, it is. Number 2, yeah.
The late great Bill Paxton in there.
Mm-hmm.
Because at that time, he's the only person you could hire for science fiction movies. It's him.
I would love to see you do some like Danny Glover cosplay, like from Lethal Weapon or something. William.
They originally were going to have Ripley.
What are you trying to say,
in
Max?
The Predator.
I think it'd be cool. Get too old for this shit. You and Enosh, Lethal Weapon.
Can I do a cosplay of Leo? Hey, Wiggs. I know this guy. I've seen this guy.
I'm not saying any. Don't cancel me, William. I just think you could pull off a cool Danny Glover character from Lethal Weapon.
That's kind of
call me old and black.
No, I didn't say that.
He looks like Danny
that.
Glover. Come on now.
You said that. No, I didn't say that. I said I think you could do a cool cosplay. I was thinking.
Well, it's better than the other guy he gets compared to.
What's the other guy?
Lou Gossett Jr.
Yeah, Lewis.
Yeah,
I remember
you
that.
guys want to compare me to an Academy Award winning top tier actor? Fine. He was better than me at 82, so I'll take it.
All right, that's a compliment at this point.
I mean, any of these people that are making money based on the way they look, go ahead. I'm all right with it.
Wait, Lewis Gossett Jr. won I totally forgot he won an Oscar.
Oscar, Officer and a Gentleman. He won for the Joe song.
Us up where we belong.
At a time where there wasn't a lot of us winning Academy Awards. He was only, I think.
Michelle, I wish you the best. I don't know how to answer these type of questions about personal stuff.
Yes.
But let's get on to the. I wish you and your family the best. I'm very happy that you said you're having your kids soon. That's exciting.
Also, don't forget, Lewis Gossett Jr. was in the amazing classic films Iron Eagle.
Iron Eagle's amazing, dude. Don't you shit talk Iron Eagle.
It was a low budget movie that made a lot of money.
Hey, Firewater
had a Queen song in the soundtrack.
We're actually we're instructed as YouTubers not to give personal advice on streams. Never go full Andy.
You'd be wise to not accept personal advice from any kind of YouTuber.
Well, they tell you not to. Just be nice to everyone is the only kind of advice I can say. I don't know. I wish everyone the best. Well, Voltaire, don't Oh God! All
Yeah,
right, box office. Spider-Man and Bullet Train duke it out for the first. So Spider-Man No Way Home actually made more money with the extended scenes.
Of course.
I'm not paying more money to see.
Is it
the
on
same movie.
digital that you can see it, or only in theaters?
Well,
I think only theaters.
Oh.
Somebody's
Of course,
gonna
it's going to
talk.
make more than Bullet Train because Bullet Train's been out for weeks. This has been out for just a special occasion, and they have $3 Saturdays.
For 11 minutes, you're gonna pay for a no.
I know, I agree with you, William. But people, crazy Spider-Man fans are, right? They'll see it.
Honestly, you might as well see it today for $3.
Yeah, but guess what? Spider-Man No Way Home, it's been confirmed it will be the #1 movie at the box office this weekend.
Yes, it will.
Because of
Yes.
its re-release.
Yes, that's true.
For 11 extra minutes, you're gonna pay.
Yes,
Yeah,
William.
and
Yeah.
people
will
went out
do
in
anything
droves.
to see it.
Remember, it's Spider-Man. That's why.
I won't.
Yeah, great.
I'm not
And
seeing it.
I saw
came out-
Jaws. I saw
when
Jaws.
it came out, I
instead.
saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it twice.
Well,
when it
again,
came out.
you promised them
Now
the theaters
now
to purchase.
Eddie's acting innocent. What? Why are you messaging me? He said that wasn't his Barry account. He's acting like it wasn't him on Twitter. I'm like,
Always,
why?
they
He's like,
can add those
what's
10
this
minutes
about?
onto a digital version.
It's like,
No,
I don't watch your damn
you put yourself at risk for giving advice, certain advice.
Yeah, liability, all kinds of stuff.
We don't want to be responsible if something goes wrong. I'm like,
especially if you're not qualified.
yeah.
And I'm definitely not. Maybe William is. I don't know.
No.
Give advice to WB.
No, nobody's health is on the line. Whenever somebody asks you a question about medical advice, best thing you could do is get them to a professional. I get a lot of stuff in my messages because we did the whole suicide prevention thing. I don't try to solve their problems, but I have a bunch of numbers and contacts for them.
Yeah.
And I'll make sure I'll make that connection, but I am not qualified to barely stand up straight half the time. So, but you can get them to somebody who is. There's always somebody out there that has a license and decades of experience doing whatever ails you. There's somebody out there for it, even if it's not you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have some other articles. I'm sending Firewater a link just in case, but he might be busy. I don't know. Oh, Discord! I hate Discord. It said log in. And I haven't been in there forever. Someone else has just popped in.
Who is this? Edie?
Eddie!
Hey, what's up, Eddie?
What's up, everyone?
We
That
missed
city
you.
got a
Look at
haircut.
Fresh. Look at that haircut.
Wait, that's not a haircut. Was it larger than that? I don't recall. I think.
Yeah, it was big. It was huge. That's all short.
Hey, Firewater, how's it going?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. I actually get some time off of work. I get Monday off, which is nice.
Cool,
and I got my weekends back, but I'm doing like 10, 12-hour days during the week. So there's a trade-off, you know.
Oh, that's why you've been around.
I don't have time, man.
Yeah.
By the time I get it, because I know you guys stream late, and like it's like I'm exhausted. You know, I got.
Did you get a chance to see any new content? She-Hulk, House of Dragons.
Actually, I've been watching Yellowstone lately. That's hardly new, but I've been enjoying it.
I've
a
heard
lot.
it's really good. It's
Yeah.
on one of my. I'm like subscribed to everything. Which one is that?
Peacock.
I have.
It's on the Paramount Network, but appears on Peacock for streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so confusing.
But you recommend it?
Oh yeah, it's an amazing show.
Awesome. Is
Very well written.
Isn't that Kevin Costner?
Yeah, Kevin Costner. Cole Hauser's in it. If anyone knows him, I think he was in like Good Will Hunting. He was one of the villains in Fast and Furious. It doesn't look like him. He looks like he put on some weight for the role, but he looks good. You know, it's an interesting show.
Any interest in the new stuff that's coming out? House of Dragons, Rings of Power, Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. I'm like whatever about. I don't know.
I'm not alone.
Yeah, I don't. I just haven't seen it. Like I'll probably watch it at some point. I'll give it a try. House of Dragon. I want to give a try.
It's really good.
She-Hulk. I never really read the comics, so I don't really have a connection.
Are
to
you
She-Hulk.
offended by twerking?
No, I just think it's stupid. I just think. I mean,
Megan Thee Stallion does far more offensive things than twerking with She-Hulk.
So Eddie,
I agree. I just don't. And also remember, Disney Plus is also like it's catered towards kids. I don't know how appropriate that is, but I mean, whatever.
It's got parental controls on there, and plus.
Oh, all right. Fair enough then.
It's a show geared for the TV-14 market, so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just think She-Hulk, I could take it or leave it.
Eddie, how have you been doing? You've been doing lots of content.
I already have an issue with Eddie. I already got an issue.
Leave him alone, Eddie. He seems
he just put out a video saying Gotham Knights will likely win mid game of the year.
He looks so
already.
That's a funny title. Mid game of the year.
The game hasn't come out yet.
Eddie, you seem refreshed. You seem you seem really happy. Great, man. How things are going? Good.
Yeah, I haven't been here in like 5-6 months on this channel. No, I've been making lots of content, having fun. You know me, I always like making fun of people who act stupid. No, I'm talking about the idiots who are talking about like shit like She-Hulk and other stuff. Not anything like that. Yeah. I mean, hey, I had fun with that too, to be honest. But no, I'm happy. Obviously, I got a haircut after like a year. No, I'm just having fun making content, triggering people, just occasionally watching people. That's basically everything I do. But no, it wasn't me too. The guy that you said was trolling, that wasn't me. I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
But no, I showed up anyways. I was like, I might as well take the blame.
Nobody believes him.
You hear support Tubby Nugget?
Oh no! Don't bring this up. You know what? I blame Eddie for that because Eddie started my putting my face on a certain Austin Powers character, and then Isaac off with the Tubby, and now there's Tubby Nuggets. Do you know about Tubby Nuggets?
No, I don't know what any of this is.
Oh no!
All right,
Eddie,
I'll bring up
I'm gonna
Tubby
DM
Nugget.
you. I'm gonna DM you Tubby Nugget later.
We support body positive. Firewater, they're being really. These young dudes are really. I don't
Max,
like.
I'm not
They're
calling
very rude.
you that. I'm
They're very
standing
rude.
Tubby Nugget in
Yeah,
general.
It's the roast of Max.
But this thing is $30. That's
Actually,
what's offensive.
Max, I wanted.
Oh god,
$30.
I'll buy it.
Is that
God
the peanut? Is that
Damn,
the peanut?
inflation's getting that best.
Is that
of
the
everyone.
peanut mascot? Is that the peanut mascot gaining weight?
You had something to bring up, Firewater?
Yeah, I was wondering what your opinion is on the ISOM comic.
Oh, I props to him making his money. I think people are buying into it because of the personality, not because of the quality.
Could be.
I think they're all full of shit when they're saying we want quality, quality, quality. I mean, I don't know until the content.
Well, I mean, it doesn't look like stealing Solo. I mean,
no.
yeah,
But
I mean,
honestly, I don't want to throw this out there. I kind of feel like it's a Comicsgate project. I know one of the guys that left Marvel DC because they wanted to change the Superman.
The Jonathan Kent kiss with and all that stuff. That
He left the industry because he didn't want to change one of the the phrases for one of the characters about truth and American way or something. I don't know.
Oh, the American way, yes.
So he left.
Truth, American justice, something like
Yeah,
that.
so he left DC and he's doing all the art and stuff. So I'm not saying that Ripa doesn't have anything to do with the story in that, but it seems like it's in my opinion, it's kind of like a Comicsgate shadow project being pushed. A lot of the Comicsgate people are doing the comic with him. I mean, he's not doing the drawing. He's not.
He's writing the story. I think
Not to interrupt, but William has to get going.
Oh,
hey, thanks for having me on, man. I will see you guys around. I'll see some of you on the overnight.
Yeah.
All right, see you, William.
All right,
Take care, William.
I mean, I should throw accusations out there. I'm not saying.
Well,
it's nothing to do
I'm
with it.
going to buy it and give it a shot after it releases. I don't do pre-orders, as you know.
Well, the thing is, though, I was also wondering.
That's actually
did
pretty
anyone
smart,
get it yet?
Firewater,
Because it's
with this.
September
It's smart.
3rd. It's September. Did anyone actually get a copy yet?
No.
I believe they're shipping out soon. They're starting to ship out next week. They're confirming addresses.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe it is his personality attracting people. But the problem is, if the comic sucks, that it's not. It's it's like music artists. It's not your first album. Your first album is always going to be awesome. It's whether you can do the second, third, and fourth.
Mm-hmm.
So he can make $10 million off this comic if it's not good. And I don't know if it is or isn't. I'm not prejudging it.
It only has to be average to be a success, honestly, because he's got this personality.
But what I'm curious is if his fans or even him, and I think he will, if he'll accept legitimate criticism versus or just write everything off as SJW or weirdo or crackhead or whatever he says.
There was something
he's had some debates with what's the guy's name that hangs out with Tony? Vito. He had Vito on, and he was kind of he was like mutant Vito. So
well, I mean, he was trying to promote his he shits on Ripa, and then he wants to promote his comic on his stream. I just thought it was funny when he did that.
Yeah. Okay.
But you know the reality.
No, I mean, like Brian said, Brian said you criticize these people and then they try to create something and you go overboard. I don't want to go overboard with my criticism of it. I just don't think.
I'm gonna read the comic and I'll give an honest review.
Yeah, I'll look forward to that. I know you and a few others that are buying it. Zeno and Tony bought it. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm gonna wait till reviews come out.
Eddie, are you gonna buy his comic?
That's fair.
Well, actually, yeah, because I'll probably wait as well, though. No, I haven't bought it yet because I know I made 2 videos and people are saying, "Oh, asshole, this and that." So I was like, I'll just buy it and then review it and give my honest opinion.
How much is the comic?
I didn't even.
35 plus shipping and tax, so you're probably looking at about 50.
Well, I respected him putting his own thing out there.
I think there's 88 pages, or is it 98 or something like that? It's a graphic. It's not like a regular.
It's a big graphic novel.
Yeah, it's a decent. I mean, like I don't know. Is that a good sized graphic novel?
That's graphic novels are. I don't know. I don't know if graphic novels are like 80 pages. I know they're like 50 or 60, maybe. I don't know.
Well, no, it's definitely more than that. That I do know.
But that's so crazy. 30. I guess it makes sense.
We do have a 20
graphic novels are not usually that much though.
At 11:30, I'm going over to CGH to watch one of the best Marvel movies ever, Fantastic Four, the 2005.
It's good.
You have to give me a heads
It's better
up
than the
because
MCU.
This my PC is very laggy, trying to hold up 3 StreamYards. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
yeah, but to answer some of the chat here, who said that? Never mind. No, cash grab like that since his ex-wife. That's funny. But I mean, like, is it a cash grab if he's releasing an actual product? You know, one could argue cash grab from that one guy. I think did he ever deliver on that?
That's called cash grab.
I mean, it was an honest grift.
He's actually releasing it.
If he's going to this words releasing it, shipping it to people, I wouldn't say it's a cash grab.
No, I do respect people putting their art out there.
Yeah.
Well,
he's
isn't
doing more than I am.
anything a cash grab? I mean, like you go to the store and they want your money because you want to buy food.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a cash grab. God damn it.
I mean, isn't everything a cash grab? Everybody wants money, right? To be paid from like you. If you own business, isn't that cash grab?
Yeah, basically. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, cash grab implies that they're going to receive monies and then not deliver.
I know.
Yeah.
Maybe one could argue the Amico was a cash grab.
Yeah, Amico. There's a lot. Like, perfect good
Amico's
example.
DOA, right?
We don't talk about it anymore.
Perfect good example.
We actually lose viewers when we talk about it.
Perfect good example of a good cash grab is Anita Sarkeesian. Remember she said,
"Well, she's useless."
So
yeah,
is
she is
Diggle going to
useless.
get his chance to play Green Lantern?
Her career got killed when Trump got elected in 2016. Clearly.
yeah.
That's the truth, though. I don't. Unless she's doing a lot of private appearances.
I don't think so. I think he's. I don't think we're seeing him as a Green Lantern. Personally, I think
no. They kind of closed it up. You're going so fast. My God.
Yeah, that was just a quick question. I don't think
this is actually a big story. The Spider-Man Lotus. Eddie, did you make a video on this already? The Lotus thing?
Oh yeah, I made like 3.
Yeah, because he made the apology video. The guy made the
well, I have the video ready to go if we want to watch like a few minutes of it.
In my opinion, I don't think it was sincere. He just wants to get over the controversy already. But again, he only had to address his stuff. He didn't have to address the actor or the other actor who plays golf.
Yeah, because I heard he didn't address the actor situation with the lead.
Yeah, he didn't. Only his stuff,
supposedly.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't say sorry or anything that either. He just addressed what was false, misinformation. He didn't.
Do you think the work was pretty cool for a fan made project? Do you think?
Well, the VFX did an amazing job. That's why they released their work.
It was better than No Way Home's VFX.
I don't know about that.
According to some people on Twitter,
couldn't they repurpose the scenes and do a different Spider-Man project? Or
no, because they were contracted to do work for his fan film.
Contracted.
They're not allowed to. Yeah, I believe so. That's how that works. I think.
Oh, so they can't even.
They released it by themselves though, so.
That's against contract, right?
I don't know the details, man. All I know is that they basically said, "Hey, the movie's probably not going to come out, or maybe you just want to release our VFX work to show it off, and we're out. Bye."
I'm pretty sure Gavin, the director, said during his apology video today that it was going to come out. That he didn't just run with the money. He's actually planning on releasing it. Again, I know the discourse is going to be crazy because the discourse today around the apology video was was out around crazy. But again, we just waiting to see. I think this is gonna be good. At the same time, all the controversy stuff.
Thank you.
Power everyone's minds in terms of how people perceive the actual fan film itself.
Max.
Yeah, everyone got silent.
Yeah, like who's?
It's because I am here.
Yeah.
To grace you all with my presence.
What up, Bianca?
Good evening.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
But no, going back to the
just,
topic.
like, die? What the hell happened? What happened?
Where's
Nugget?
Yeah. So someone got to
He pulled up this article. I thought we were gonna read it, and he's just gone.
Did Max really get a treadmill out or stuff or a elliptical out to start working? Oh, he left.
Where he's gone?
Yeah, he's gone.
All right, I'll be taking over the
it's
stream.
not me
How
running
is
the stream.
everyone doing this evening? Oh, never
there
mind.
he is.
I
What are
will
we talking
peacefully
about
transition
today?
power.
We were talking about Tubby Nugget before.
Yeah, Max's new nickname is Tubby Nugget.
No, I didn't do that. That was Isaac. I was just showing what Tubby Nugget
Yeah,
was.
but you did help, George. Come on.
No, Tubby Nugget's my thing.
Excuse me.
Max, you there?
I guess he just didn't want to talk
hell
about this
okay.
topic.
All right, hold on. I'll save the stream. Hold on. Find the video.
So what has been going on? Is that the melons of the saggy variety?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we
There
can
you
hear
go,
you.
finally.
Yeah.
I forgot to plug it back in.
Oh.
God damn! I hate when I do that.
Yeah, we were trying to it was just really awkward because nobody was talking. It was really strange and scary.
Yes. I hit the. Damn it! I put the wrong SD card in.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get something ready for my Wii.
Stop playing with your Wii
Oh,
and
I
freaking run
tried
a
to
My
stream.
Wii U. My
Before
Wii U.
Bianca comes
Actually,
in,
you're going to
this is
be
what she's
interested with
hearing.
the game I'm putting on. It's an import GameCube game.
I said weed.
One
I'm
piece.
like, why are you plugging your weed in? Is that what we do now?
Oh, if you've got one of those electric dab rigs, no.
I put the wrong SD card in.
Nintendo's next product, the Nintendo
It's,
Wii U.
It's the One Piece. Let me see the name of the game. I have it here. One Piece Grand Battle 3, never released in the States. Import Japan game.
There's a couple of those Japanese only One Piece games, especially in the GameCube era.
Yeah, and I watched video and it's really cool.
Same as Super
Even on-
NES era.
Mm-hmm. So this did you hear about this Firewater, about this Spider-Man project?
No, I did not.
Okay, summarize the whole thing, RJ. Just kidding. So they had a fan Spider-Man project, and the main cast that Peter Parker had some really horrendous social media activity.
Yeah, that got drudged up. Then the director got caught in controversy where apparently he was also said some pretty horrendous things on social media.
Oh, I didn't know about the director.
Yeah, which is why he had to come out and apologize, and he deleted all his social media. Then the actor for Green Goblin supposedly came out with a bad social media history of some racist stuff too.
I didn't know about the Green Goblin.
Wasn't there an actor?
Then
from
the
a
Green
Superman
Goblin and
fan
Spider-Man
film?
fight scene got leaked online because
And
the
the whole
VFX
script
artist
got
was
leaked.
pissed, and the script got leaked.
Well, what if they apologized? Wasn't there a path forward, or they just didn't? No one wanted to work with them anymore.
Well, the VFX team put out a video being like, "Hey, the situation's going on. Here's our work. Enjoy it. Bye."
Well, we can watch a little bit. I don't want to watch the whole thing, but I do have the the video from this guy here.
Yeah, there's timestamps.
Yeah, I feel like social media, other than for marketing purposes, just kills careers.
Absolutely. Like, I sometimes question why I'm on the internet.
I just feel like so many people are just like, I don't know.
Why does he look like that one game developer, like the really controversial one? The guy who made that. What was that game?
Mhm.
No.
Did you hear about this, Bianca?
I saw that video being recommended to me. No, wait, it was on the Twitter.
It actually looked pretty cool. It looked like it was well done. Like
It looked like even John Watts acknowledged it and was like, "Hey, this looks dope. Good job."
John Watts is jealous.
It's quite sad how this whole thing fell apart.
All right, well, let's hear what he has to say here.
Obviously, I've deplatformed from Instagram and Twitter. I'm only here on YouTube for now. But as you might know, over the past couple months, there have been a lot of things going around about me, the movie, the cast, and crew. And so before I go forward with releasing any more content, I felt like it was necessary to sit down and make this video and talk about all of it. I've divided the video up into a few different sections just to make sure, everything gets fully attended to and gets the full attention that it needs. But I won't be speaking on the behalf of anyone else. I don't feel like it's in my place to do that. I'm only
Oh, wow.
speaking
Anthony
on
already
things that
says
either
garbage.
I'm, directly involved in or that I directly relate.
Even if this guy made mistakes, the way he's presented at the beginning seems pretty legit. I don't know. Anthony's already upset about it.
He needs a haircut.
Well,
that's
how we're going to say
no.
it.
So
Maybe
then
you need a haircut.
he's canceled. So that's it. No haircut, no work. Sorry,
It's got to be a
you're
path
out.
forward. I'm okay with criticizing people, but
I'm
if they say
busting balls. Well, what did he say? I guess that all matters, man.
some really horrendous jokes or
There was some
ignorant.
racist words and jokes being made. Eddie, you covered this. What else was there? Do you remember?
I know people were criticizing when John Watts reached out to him, and then he told his friends, "Oh, John Watts, I can't believe he did it." But his movies still suck ass, though. But good luck
Yeah,
for the reach out.
weren't there accusations that he wasn't paying his team, his editors or something?
And there was crunch time as well when it came to the VFX, because there was two sets of them. There were the original ones, and then the ones that made a video yesterday were the newer ones.
And I think I heard there was a rumor that the actress that played either Gwen Stacy or Mary Jane only got hired because he was banging one of them.
I did hear that as well.
Wait.
As a favor.
Well, I mean, this is what kind of project is this?
This is a fan film. This is a fan film that got
they're all
big
banging
social
each
media
other,
attention.
dude. I mean, they have no money. What the fuck? Did somebody drop any serious cash on this?
It was crowdfunded. So yeah,
how much?
It was
how much?
Hold on.
I
think that's the main issue. There is whenever you get these crowdfunding things, it's always kind of.
I didn't think you could crowdfund for something that wasn't your IP. I know Star Wars Theory had problems with that. Vader.
In total, originally they had a $5,000 goal. In total, it raised $102,000.
So then, all right, let's be for an
or
individual.
112,000.
Okay, so let's say 112. All right, 112 for an individual is good, but for the type of project they want to do, it sounds like they need at least $1 million budget. How are these people getting paid? When they get paid $20 an hour? I mean, what is the? It's not a lot of money, to be honest.
Terry, that's not the thing. He said he only hired her. That he was gloating to other people, right? Is that what you were saying, RJ and Eddie? That he was, he was talking about behind the scenes. She's only here because was that what the situation was?
I believe so, because there was lots of all this coming from all the actors or from leaked DMs and all that stuff. But again, there was lots of misinformation when it came to criticizing him. Some of the claims were false, and he does discuss some of them that were false. But other than that, he's he doesn't really talk about anyone else, and I see it more as a non-apology, addressing it and moving on, just trying to act like it never happened, I guess.
Does he say he's going to continue or just done?
Yeah, he does. He said this is still intended to come out. But again, like I said, the discourse around this just blew up to a negative way. So, people are going to show him.
More people would probably watch it than before, honestly.
Oh, yeah. It's going to get
they will.
All right, let's just give them a couple minutes to say.
So I want to start by talking about what's, in my opinion, the most important thing to talk about, which is that in my first couple years of high school, I'm going to be honest, I was pretty much just a giant loser. I was online way too much.
Wait, pause really quick. No. I have a serious question. So was he not an adult when he was posting that shit?
I don't know.
I don't know how old he is.
Yeah, I believe they said he was around 14 to 15.
Then I mean, granted,
you get a pass.
I'm
sorry.
I mean, here's the thing, though. I when I was 14 and 15, I mean, I don't say any racial shit, but I said shit where I had to put my foot in my mouth. Have I offended people? Yes. Anything that would get me canceled nowadays? Probably not.
Yeah.
But when you're 14 though, man, your brain's not even fully developed. I don't know, man. If he were 14,
I know for a fact in high school we said stuff that we wouldn't say today.
I get that.
Yeah.
Obviously, I did say when I made my video about it that he deserves a second chance, but at the same time, this is social media. Especially if you come out being Caucasian saying the hard N word, it's like, you know, that's
no, I mean the behavior is abhorrent, but the only reason I would even consider giving a pass is did he knock that shit off as he got older, or did it continue?
Yeah, if you
I
learned
don't-
from it, right? Yeah.
I don't know, because he was also talking about being on Discord saying a bunch of shit too. So like I said, I don't know how.
Well,
how
all
much
right. Well, if he
started
didn't
it.
stop the behavior, then that's on him. He's an adult now.
I mean, he'll probably stop it now because of obviously.
Seems
it's-
like seems like he's into the typical online edgy shit. Lots
Is
of
it me?
people are.
Is it me, or does
I'm not dismissing it. I'm just saying there's a lot of people into this stupid shit.
Oh,
They just
no,
like
no,
to say-
man.
They like to
guys,
test boundaries. I'm not justifying. I'm saying
You know, it's kind of weird too because the Spider-Man actor did the same shit he did, but it's like that's probably why he didn't really care about the stuff he said in the past as well, because he probably was coming from the same area, saying, "Well, I made the same mistakes too, so I'm gonna let you be Spider-Man, but you just don't do it again." But obviously, both of them got fucked over still. You know, saying that hard N word. All that
CGH
stuff.
we'd be okay to do 11:40. Give us 15 more minutes to wrap this up. Is that okay?
No.
Well, I don't know if RJ wants to keep this going, and I'll go over
Yeah,
CGH.
that's fine. I'm just trying to.
Yeah, never
set
post anything
things up.
online that you can't defend.
Wait, you want me to take over hosting?
Yeah, because I promised CGH that we would watch Fantastic Four, and then when this show ends, just send people over. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'll keep it going if you guys want to. I don't care.
Okay, and then send people. Make sure to send people over, and we can
Yeah,
start
yeah,
it. And
yeah,
I'll
of
give
course,
them
of
I'll give them the timestamp. Or is that cool, CGH? Or what do you want to wait till the show's done?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm just trying to. I'm in the background trying to set things up for the stream. So.
Well, tell me when you're ready, and then I'll
right.
jump over. I'll actually get in the link now. Okay,
I put all the links in the
Kid's
private
not an
chat.
adult. I feel
Oh, no,
like
no,
he should
I'll just share it on my screen. It's fine.
You should be
Oh,
given
okay,
the
you share
benefit
on
of
yours.
the doubt.
All
If
right.
he doesn't knock off the behavior, then then that's not good either. You know?
All right, I'm in the other one, CGH, for 1 year. Okay. All right.
Wait, should I press play now or what?
It's
muted.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Where I very often said some of the most offensive things I could think of to get attention from people. I was really just a giant mess. And, you know, as a college sophomore, looking back on how I was as a high school sophomore, it's completely embarrassing. You know, it took a lot of reality checks to kind of shift me off from the path I was heading down and take me in a different direction. Regardless of the fact that I made those changes and did learn my lesson, it doesn't negate the fact that I said any of it in the first place, right? So, you know, all those things are still part of my past, and I'm going to have to live with that, and I take full responsibility for it. You know, I may have been 14, 15, but I definitely knew the difference between right and wrong at that age, you know? I think the excuse that I was too young to know any better or too naive to know any better, I really don't agree with that. You know, I may not have understood the weight of what I was saying and the severity of what I was saying, but I did know it was wrong. You know, I was raised knowing that these.
I
things
like
were
what he's saying so
fair.
far. I don't know.
It's at this point in my life where I was rebelling and doing the opposite of the right thing just because I could. And I hate that that's the type of kid that I was, and I hate that I contributed to it. But, you know, it's always going to be part of my past, and there's nothing I can do about that. So I've made a lot of personal apologies over the years, especially the past couple of months, but the fact of the matter is this has reached hundreds of thousands of people now. You know, it's become really far beyond personal apologies, and so that's why I'm here now, apologizing to not only the people who have kind of been supporting over the years and have looked up to me and maybe disappointed, but especially to the people who the messages, you know, directly affect and target. And so to you all, I'm sorry. The only thing I can really do is to move forward better. You know, that's what I've done the past couple of years, and that's what I always intend to do. The next thing I want to talk about is something that I actually didn't initially plan on talking about, just because I thought it was so obviously fake that it wouldn't really go anywhere, if that makes sense. But I was completely wrong. This became absolutely massive and a lot of people were using this as a way to, determine my character and judge who I am. And so it became something that was kind of unavoidable to talk about. So a couple months ago, when everything was happening, there were a lot of people who kind of took advantage of the situation and added fuel to the fire. And they made a lot of fake screenshots to kind of muddle things and confuse people. This was blown way out of proportion. People were making fake screenshots as a way to prove how easy it is to fake a screenshot.
Hi, Layla.
There are probably more out there that I haven't even seen.
Anthony says he's lying.
But there are two in particular that I see people pretty often referencing when they're talking.
Well, I have heard that on Instagram, it's very easy to fake Instagram messages. Like, it's actually very easy to fake.
It is super easy. I have Instagram, so I've known about this existing issue.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to tell. I mean, is there like an easy way you can tell if it's fake or not? Like, I don't know. There's like a clear way.
I believe there's like websites where you can check to see if the Twitter is real. I believe for Instagrams, it's something similar along those lines, but it takes a while.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, how do you tell if a DM? I mean, they would be private. You wouldn't.
Yeah.
I guess you could only verify it to make the account is real, but you could fake the icons, right?
Yes,
I
but
could
you
have a
still
fake
have
conversation
to-
with you, and we could swap in the appropriate icons.
Yes, but you still have like some sort of check mark or verification if you are verified.
Yeah, I don't think this guy was verified though, which might be part of the problem too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The only thing he
didn't
do
say
is,
he's not supporting him.
No, I'm just explaining that there is a history of that happening on
The only thing you would do is that you would have to check, like, you would have to know who they follow in the first place, and then see if the one you're talking to matches up, because bots is an extreme problem for Instagram already.
No, I agree. So it is. It's probably a lot easier to fake, and especially again, this is like a lesser known kind of independent. You know what I'm saying? It's not like
some big celebrity.
Yeah. So I mean, the odds of screwing this guy over with fake DMs seems to be the prospect seems to be a lot easier. Although I can't tell if this is fake or real. No, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well, people were already trying to get at this guy for a while, simply because they didn't because he blew up on social media and he had different takes about the Spider-Man franchise that people didn't like because he wasn't a fan of the Tom Holland movies.
Well, if he was throwing a lot of heat at other Spider-Men, I could see that where people. I'm not saying that people would fake it, but I could see where he got a lot of people.
Well, people were already trying to gun for him.
Right, and then they saw blood in the water and they pounced on it. You know. and-
RJ, didn't you hear that thing about the kid that was playing this for years to get back at him because he did?
Yeah, there was a kid on Twitter
Yeah.
who said that from the age of 15, I think he was like only 17, or what was it? Like, I don't remember how old he was, but like,
What, did he bully him in high school or some shit?
No, this kid said that he planned the downfall of this director from the moment he met him in high school and has worked his way to try and tear down him in this film since it was announced.
RJ, I'm gonna head out. Don't forget the people. Send people over to CGH when you're done.
I feel
Yes.
bad that person would spend all that time and energy on that, especially I don't know if that opens them up to any liable or anything like that.
I don't know.
I don't know how that works. I just think that's a dumb idea.
it worked
Because I want to
perfectly,
be
though.
friends with that guy now, right? It's like, oh well, you know, you sit at the bar, you start chatting with people. Say, oh, so what did you do? Oh, dude, you're gonna love this, dude. I've been planning ruining this guy's life for like the past 6 years. And I'm like, that's awesome, dude. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna pay my tab, and you know, we'll catch up sometime. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. If that's what he wants to do with his time, I just feel bad. Jesus
just
Christ,
all-
these kids can't regulate their emotions.
No,
I mean,
I'm not.
all of it's just weird. All of it's
No,
weird.
I'm not gonna
That's
lie.
fucking weird too.
It's beyond petty, but I'm not gonna lie. His plan definitely worked because he ruined all these guys like crazy. But at the same time, I get it. It's definitely nefarious to do all this stuff. But I guess all that rage, all that emotion, built up.
I don't know. What is it? What did he like whiteboard this shit? Like, did the yard
I don't
work?
know.
Like,
I
what the
don't know.
fuck? Or is he just talking shit? Like, yeah, I've been playing this forever. Like, probably he's like, people are, gonna believe. I don't know. Who the fuck knows?
All of it's weird. All of it was.
Talking about the situation that I wanted to focus on and disprove. So one screenshot in particular here kind of characterizes me as trashing John Watts after he'd reached out to me when the first Lotus trailer came out back in October. And it shows me calling his movies garb. First of all, I don't think I've ever used the word garb before, but second of all, if you talk to anybody who was close to me when this happened, they would tell you I was absolutely over the moon that I got a message like that.
Dude, I literally cannot even breathe right now. He saw it when it premiered. Dude, there's no fucking way.
It's no secret that over the years I was pretty
garbage.
outspoken about, not
Yeah. Because that's the message. Hold on, let me read it real quick. GK, this is the one that apparently was like, this is what he actually said. He said, "There's a hard line between criticism and hate. Artists are allowed to disagree with each other in self-respect. I'm wildly excited for No Way Home. I have been for the past year. None of my opinions have changed. I still have a different interpretation of Spider-Man from him, but that's fine. It can be debated upon. But the fact of the matter is, John Watts is a very successful man." Yeah, he said basically had nothing but pure respect. So, yeah, people were trying to say that because he didn't like the interpretation of Spider-Man in the MCU that he, hated John Watts, but, he, loved getting the shout-out from him, I guess. I don't know. All of this is just, a bunch of internet shit. It's the other thing, too. All of this is, really petty internet shit, which doesn't help things either, I don't know.
The internet's just wild like that. You don't know what to expect.
Well, especially because all this was primarily on Twitter as well. And we all know Twitter's
Oh hell yeah! Everything, all the Twitter DMs from all the people involved, pretty much that were in this controversy. All of it was
there's there's a Twitter space where there's 80,000 people watching or something. It was crazy shit, Just everybody was all over the story.
Oh, his interpretation of Spider-Man. But the moment I got that message, any opinion or negative thought I had about those movies went right to the back of my head. All I could think about was how cool it was that somebody in Hollywood with his level and everything that he's got took the time out of his day to come to an independent production and show support like that. So the next screenshot here references a storyboard situation that happened last year around September 2021. And it kind of characterizes me as being somebody who doesn't pay his crew members. I think whoever made this screenshot kind of fundamentally misunderstands what happened with the storyboards. And so I'm going to take a little bit of time explaining what really happened there and what that was all about. So a little bit before production started, when we were still in pre-production, we were getting ready to film. I did a volunteer call for different artists who submit their work to be used in the movie that lasted from about May 2021 to June 2021. And we got a lot of really great stuff. And so the night before we started filming the Tim Harrison scenes, when it was
got the Tom Holland butt
filming, Jacob Watson, Evan Jackson, and Gabe Combalser, they spent the whole night putting up this artwork and setting up the set and kind of decorating everything. I actually kept all of them. I've had them since we wrapped on the set that these were used on. This one's probably my favorite. It's by Sean Robbie. So shout out to Sean. But yeah, it went really well, and people seemed to be really excited to see their art used in different screen caps and whatever I would release from the movie. And so fast forward to a little bit later, now we're in September, we had wrapped principal photography. I kind of had that idea that volunteer calls were going to work really well. We were getting ready to start filming the action sequences for additional photography. And one thing I learned throughout the initial production, principal photography, was that storyboards are really important, and I definitely should have known that before we started filming. But it's a big thing that I learned throughout production, and so I wanted to apply this the next time we were on set, and I wanted to really get on top of that. But the problem was that I was an absolutely terrible artist. I can't draw anything, so I really needed storyboards.
Max, you're back already?
I'm just putting the link for CGH later in the private chat. He wanted me to do,
okay.
And I'm
Thank
leaving
you.
again. All right,
bye.
This is better than what I would have come up with.
That is true. I don't think I could even draw that well. So you know what? That's something right there. Let me look. Just say shadow. There you go. That's all I got to say.
It's
For
workable.
the special effects and
Yeah.
also the additional photography. And because of how successful the artist call was in pre-production, I wanted to take a similar approach to the storyboards. Now, this was a huge misjudgment on my part, a huge amateur mistake. A lot of people did not take it the right way when I put out the volunteer call. And after spending a lot of time, reading what people were saying and then seeing what people had to say, I realized I was completely in the wrong. Storyboards are a lot more essential to the production of a movie than fan art would be. You know, not to discount the fan art, but more so to put more emphasis on the process of being a storyboard artist. So after
I
that
don't
situation
understand that
happened,
logic.
I took a little bit of time.
Which one? The logic of like the fan
Like,
art, or
like storyboard artists like don't need to be paid. Like, in what? Like, did he say he was going to school for this or something like that, or is this just something he was doing by himself?
Based on like this was like all something he did by himself. Really, this was something that like he dedicated all this time and money and resources into. So this was something like he's a huge Spider-Man fan, so he wanted to make a fan film. So I'm not sure.
He
like,
just didn't research all the, you know, the time, the money, the estimates,
I think
and all
that he
that
was
other
just.
stuff.
I think he was just a young kid fresh out of film school that thought he could like make something like this, but like didn't realize how crazy the workload was going to be. That's my
The
guess.
Usual.
Yeah.
Goddamn
Like,
young
I went
kids
to
with no work ethic.
Yeah, in high school senior year, I took a film class. Of course, I didn't do anything with it because it was just an electoral, whatever they're called. It was for fun, and it was, oh my gosh, it was so freaking hard. I'm like, I can't.
No, I can.
It's
believe
not an
that.
easy thing, yeah.
No, like none of this is easy.
I can barely edit my videos.
That's funny. Now let's see what else this young man has to say.
Yeah, you need a team for this. You can't
Why
do
don't
it
you put it
yourself.
at 1.5 speed so we can kind of let's.
Yeah, that's true. It is kind of dry.
Yeah, I mean, this porn is hard.
Or maybe your hair is dry.
Yeah, he could use some
Not
new,
my
a new
hair.
shampoo, perhaps.
We do have CJ's stream we have to go to, so we have to get to the end of this.
Yeah.
Time to readjust the way I was going about everything, about 2 weeks. And in October, I had seen a message from Jao Lucas, who had actually submitted for the original artist call in pre-production. And he was offering to work on the storyboards for the movie. And so we discussed payment, and we had hired him for the movie. He worked on a couple CGI scenes, and he was working on a couple of the additional photography scenes. Later on, I had received an email from someone who told me recently they don't want their name included in the video, but did give me permission to show our first few emails with each other. And he was also sort of submitting a portfolio of his work, and I was absolutely blown away by it. And so I brought him on as another storyboard artist. So there was never a point where I had hired people with the promise of pay, refusing to pay them. I tried to compensate everybody as fairly as I could. So this screenshot about not paying storyboard artists is not accurate. So the same person who made those screenshots made a couple more like these two that are just completely ridiculous. You know, I don't know who made them, so I can't say for sure what the motivation was. But because of the fact that they all sort of reference things that happened in the last week, like on Watch DMing me, my best guess would be that they were trying to mix them in with the real screenshots and make it look like I haven't grown up at all. If that was the goal, I would say they definitely succeeded because, you know, outside of friends and family who saw these and they were able to tell that they were obviously things I wouldn't say, I can't really blame people on the internet who might not know me personally and haven't spoken to me because they don't really have any other reason than to believe that they are real. The third thing I want to talk about is claims made by a VFX artist who had worked on the movie last year. For some context for people who might not know, this person made a Twitter thread expressing having a bad experience working on the movie and made quite a few claims that were either exaggerated or just completely untrue. Now, unfortunately, I also did not have a good experience working with this person or the former VFX artist, and neither did half of that former VFX team. I'm not sure why he chose to speak on the behalf of other people because there are members from that team who don't share his opinion or experience, and they actually continue to work on the movie even after that team had fallen apart. When some of those VFX artists saw the misconceptions going around about how they were treated, they let me know they were making a video about what it was like working on the movie. That video should be out before this one, and if it is, you can find it on Max Arnhammer's channel. So while I am a first-time filmmaker, and there's a lot for me to learn about how I want to run a production, and there were certainly things that could have been handled better by me specifically, there are certain things about me as a director that I wanted to defend, especially in regards to the idea that I mistreat, underpay, or time crunch my crew members. And so while none of this was directly stated by this VFX artist, his tweets did kind of initiate these ideas, and when these misconceptions were being formulated, his tweets were pretty often referred back to when these ideas were kind of being construed. And I think a lot of people missed out on the fact that he did follow up his tweet and clarify a lot of the misconceptions that were going around. So later on, he had clarified that they were all compensated. I did not force any time crunches onto them and that there was no malicious intent between me or them. The problems with this team were just the results of miscommunication and misunderstanding. And unfortunately, we just didn't have great chemistry with each other and didn't really work that well together. And, you know, sometimes it's just how it has to be. You know, we just are very different from one another and struggle to kind of connect and sort of work on a consistent level. And so, you know, I'm not going to really publicize the details of what happened with this crew because I feel like things like that should remain private. I think they should be dealt between me and them. And I think it would be immature of me and unprofessional to kind of publicize things that I believe that they may have done wrong. And so really the only thing I can hope for is that they learned as much from the experiences I did and that they carry that with them in any of the next projects that they go on to. Now, before the video ends here, there's one more thing I wanted to talk about, which is that there were a lot of rumors going around that I abandoned the movie, took the crowdfunded money and took off. But I'm here to tell you that could not be further from the truth. It's never been a consideration of mine. It's nothing I've even remotely thought about. And anybody who tells you that the movie's not coming out is completely wrong. You know, the movie will be releasing at all costs. But here's why. from the very beginning, this movie was meant to represent a very simple message, which is that we can use tragedy to better ourselves for the people around us because that's our responsibility. It's a very simple message. It's what the title of the movie Lotus represents, and it's something that the entire cast and crew believed in. They all worked on this movie out of passion, not for the money or attention or anything like that. And so that's why this movie is so amazing, because of those messages and ideas. And so regardless of how you feel about me, I ask that you let the movie stand as it was meant to be, and let the work of the cast and crew be put forward how they intended it to be. But rest assured, all the perks and the sweaters and the shirts, everything like that, we're still fully planning on going through with. We're going to be sending out emails. There'll be updates on the Indiegogo. No worries about that. Everything is going forward exactly as we intended. I don't know when the movie exactly will release. I had to make a lot of changes and adjustments. So the process is drawn out a lot longer now. But there'll be updates on my YouTube channel. There'll be updates on the Indiegogo. And yeah, so thank you for watching the video. Hopefully it clarified a couple things. And I'm excited to show you guys what we got. Thank you.
So what everyone think?
I don't know. I really don't think he's sincere. He just wants the shit to get over with already. But I mean,
let me ask you a question, Eddie. What would make you believe what would make you believe that somebody, like either him or somebody else, would be sincere?
Why he wouldn't be sincere?
No. What criterion would you need for him to be sincere?
I don't know. It depends on lots of factors. I know he stated he's not going to talk about the other people involved in the controversy itself, just his part in it. But in the same time, I think he should have. I guess this is a cliche thing, but obviously he definitely did not really say the words "I'm sorry" or stuff like that. Because sometimes it does take the little things. And
I thought he did say he was sorry earlier.
I mean,
he said he was like sorry. I think it was more like a sorry, like it came across this way, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know, man. This is why people don't apologize. I gotta be honest, man, because like you ever apologize to somebody and shit gets thrown back to you, where you're gonna be like, "Well, fuck you." That was a mistake.
He's gonna say at this point is gonna fix the situation. The movie's reputation is through the mud. Everyone hates this guy now forever. I mean, there's really
maybe. I don't know. I mean, like, he shouldn't have done what he did on social media. I agree, but he was also 14, man. Like, and even he's not excusing it. But I don't know. I just think that.
I think he tried his best.
I guess I didn't agree. I kind of agree with that. I mean, look, the apology came out.
I don't even think him was like the worst one. Like the actor playing Peter Parker and Green Goblin have much more to answer for, in my opinion.
Honestly, if you spent money on a person who's like 14, 15 doing a fan film, that's probably on you. Like, I wouldn't trust myself with that technology at 14, 15.
Yeah, not. Devin says, I always offer sincere apologies and they aren't accepted. I take it back and double down.
You know what? Here's the thing. Devin, here's the thing. If I apologize to someone and they don't accept it, I'll be like, okay, you don't have to accept it, but I'll do it for me. I'll do it for myself, not for you then.
The same thing about that is the timing of this, because obviously the VFX people came out with the clip yesterday. Everyone was praising it, saying, "Oh, this is great." Now I know where this comes off, and people are just saying the only reason why he made this apology was because of the people praising the little snippets they saw of the film, so to win them back over or something like that. Which is like, I don't know, it could be the case, but at the same time, it's like, I'll take the apology, but you better cut that nonsense out.
I agree. I'm just wondering, how does one get redemption, or are we just gonna
Firewall? I think
cancel everyone.
Firewall. If I think the clips didn't come out, I don't think he would have done this video.
I'll say it is, because I saw
maybe it wouldn't have been relevant.
Yeah,
maybe like if the project's dead, then then who the fuck cares?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean he's sorry. It just means he's not addressing the controversy.
Yeah. I did see some comments, and I know when it comes to redemption, I know lots of people were stating, because lots of people in the comments say, "I forgive you," this and that. But it was like, I'm not trying to sound a certain way, but it was a specific demographic of people who those slurs were targeted for. So lots of people are saying the only opinions that really matter are who those slurs are directed at to begin with. So like people like me have to choose if I forgive him or not. I know I don't give a shit. It is what it is, but. Again, when you say those words,
he shouldn't have said what he said. I mean, I agree with that, but I mean, and you're right, Eddie. Like you said, those comments.
That's me, by the way, Aaron.
They're gonna be different for you than they are for me, and I agree with you on that. It's just at what point do we, I don't know. I think there's a lot of power in trying to, and I'm not saying for you, Eddie, but like a lot of power in trying to cancel people and shit. And like you said, one guy is definitely taking if what I think was RJ. We said somebody was going to ruin.
Yeah,
this guy's life.
Eddie and I
Like,
brought up. Yeah, like this guy said, like, oh, he's been waiting for this moment for years or something.
yeah, and so maybe he treated him like shit in high school and shouldn't have done that. You know, maybe he's not like Steve Buscemi and Billy Madison did not call him.
Yeah.
And you know, and call him and say, hey, let's go. I'm sorry for what I did in high school. Let's go. He didn't cross him off his assassination list, but I don't know. I just feel like, and again, take it for what it's worth. You know, I understand the demographic, but the reality is this: if everyone's going to keep calling him a racist now when he's changed his ways, I would disagree with that. Did he
How
say
old is he
some?
now?
He's a sophomore in college. So was he like?
Yeah, he's
College.
like,
Trust me.
like
I thought it was
22,
like only a few years. Wait, so this campaign, was it a long time ago or was it recent?
This was, I think, 2 years ago, and the
Only
movie
2
was
years
filmed
ago.
last year. Yeah.
Okay, so he was just explaining some random controversy about him that people were spreading when he was 14.
So what happened, just for like the full context, the movie dropped its trailer it got like a few million views. The director of the new Spider-Man movies, John Watts, gave him a shout out. It blew up on social media. He got like a bunch of attention. Then some of his VFX artists and some disgruntled people in his past came forward with some real screenshots and some fake screenshots claiming that he was a racist, that he's a bully, he doesn't pay his storyboard artists.
Oh, so the
and that
usual
he's
stuff.
unprofessional. Yeah.
Every time, as soon as you blow up, stuff is like that is gonna happen. Happened with the Vizzy Pop too.
Yeah, Vizzy Pop, I remember that too. Yeah, they were trying to cancel her.
All right.
Yeah, it's just a crazy.
I don't know. I mean, like, but you got to honor contracts at the same time.
I'm
so,
sorry,
like,
guys. We kind of have to end this.
Oh,
All right, guys, get your knives. Who wants to slice each other's heads and stomachs for Senpuku? We got the pillows ready.
Zambuca?
I'm sorry, but we do have to end this because we did promise EGH.
Yeah, I don't want to go too much longer.
No.
Yeah,
But that's
I
fine.
think-
All right. Well, okay. On the stream now. All right.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think about everything down in the comments below. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.